Learfield. This is Indiana Hoosier basketball, brought to you by Green and Schultz Trial Lawyers. Injury law is our field. Justice is always our goal. Bloomington, Indianapolis, and at greenschultz.com. Now, from the Smithville Broadcast Center, this is Hoosier Pregame. Here's the voice of the Hoosiers, Don Fisher.
From Mackey Arena on the campus of Purdue University in West Lafayette, Indiana, this is Indiana University basketball. Tonight, the Hoosiers go after a sweep of the two-game regular season matchup with their greatest rival, the Purdue Boilermakers. Hi again, everybody. Don Fisher along with color analyst Eric Sewer, broadcast host John Herrick, and engineer Jake Robinson. Well, Indiana endured a challenging day last Sunday, falling.
The Indiana Hoosiers, 17-9, 8-7 in Big Ten competition, visit the 7th-ranked Boilermakers, who are 21-5 and 11-4 in Big Ten play. Hi, everyone. Pleasant good evening to you. Rob Blackman is my name. My broadcast partner, Bobby Buckets Riddell. He's the former Boilermaker. He joins me in just a moment. This is Purdue basketball. Purdue smarting after a loss here in this building Tuesday night to the #1 ranked team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines. 91-80 was the final score. Purdue scored 80 points in the game despite shooting just 30% from three. But that didn't take much of the sting out of the fact that the Boilermakers still lost, snapping a 4-game winning streak. For the Indiana Hoosiers, they, too, know what it's like to lose to a top 10 ranked team. The last time they played was Sunday afternoon in Champaign, 8th-ranked Illinois beating the Hoosiers 71-51. This is Game 2 of the regular season between the Hoosiers and the Boilermakers. Game 1 went the way of Indiana, 72-67 in Assembly Hall. Tonight, Purdue tries to return the favor. It's Indiana and Purdue. Enough said. When we come back, the pregame show moves right along. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey, Boilermaker fans. It's college basketball season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Alley Oops. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Purdue basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Purdue Boilermakers. Let's go, Boilermakers! SeatGeek.
Keystone Cooperative is centered on delivering the farmer-owned cooperative of the future, starting today. Centered on the valued relationships that have built and grown the cooperative for 100 years, Keystone specializes in refined fuels, seriously local propane, agronomy, grain, animal nutrition, and swine production. We strive to lead, serve, grow, and embrace our cooperative advantage. Keystone Cooperative, centered on you and proud to fuel the Boilermakers.
It's Truck Month with the Ford Crew.
Care for a Truck Month trivia contest, Sam?
Oh, you know I can't resist, Hank.
Okay, fact. Truck Month happens only once a year.
Fact. It's the best time to buy a new Ford truck.
Fact. Ford F-Series is the best-selling lineup of trucks in America for 49 years.
Fact. America loves Ford Truck Month.
Fact. I agree with that fact.
Based on 1977 to 2025 CY Industry reported total sales.
Boilermaker fans, you have the power to save lives. Did you know that just one organ donor can save 8 lives? And the need for life-saving organ donations is real. There are more than 100,000 people waiting right now. Here at Purdue, we believe in rising to the challenge, on the field, in the classroom, and in our communities. So why not rise to one more? Visit DonateLifeIndiana.org to sign up as an organ donor today. Let saying yes to organ donation be your next giant leap.
Franciscan Health is proud to be the official medical provider for Purdue Athletics. Does a sudden sports injury have you on the bench? We can assist. Franciscan Health sports medicine specialists have mastered a team approach to sports injuries. You'll have access to a network of orthopedic professionals, rehabilitation services, and highly advanced technologies and treatments to get you back out on the field. To learn more, visit franciscanhealth.org/sportsmedicine.
University Bookstore, the official textbook provider for Purdue Athletics and home of the original Purdue Pete, announced the return of 3-Point Thursdays. When the men play, win or lose, you score on every three-pointer. You can save up to 39% off your purchase. Get set to save with Purdue men's basketball with 3-Point Thursdays. 2 locations, State Street and across from Mackey Arena. Save at University Bookstore.
Purdue looks for its 12th Big Ten win of this season tonight against its biggest rival, the Indiana Hoosiers. Purdue would already be at 12 wins if it wasn't for Indiana beating the Boilermakers in Bloomington back on January the 27th. Good evening, everyone. Rob Blackman here, Bobby Riddell alongside as we get you closer and closer to the tip. Tonight it's an 8:05 tip-off time in the Eastern time zone between Purdue and Indiana. Bob, let us revisit the loss to number 1 ranked Michigan on Tuesday night. Not that I'm surprised, because you typically know what you're talking about, but in the pregame show you specifically said the trick to beating Michigan is you have to avoid that run, that avalanche that they put on everyone they've beaten this year. You never know when it's coming. Might be early in the game, might be late, but they're going to have this 16-0, 18-0, 20-0 spurt. And when they do, if you can't shut it off quickly before it gets to, say, 16, you're in trouble. Exactly what happened to Purdue midway through the first half on Tuesday night.
It sure did. I definitely was hoping to avoid this situation where we were talking about said run, but that's what's made that Michigan team so special all year. They're so consistent with their level of play on both sides of the ball that inevitably at some point in every game it just seems like their opposition wilts for a little stretch, whether that's turning it over during that stretch, whether that's going ice cold from the field, which in Purdue's case, it wasn't a turnover situation. It was kind of going ice cold and not defensive rebounding. Michigan just finds ways to expose weaknesses on the other team during a certain stretch, and that's what they do. I mean, sometimes it's them getting out in transition. In our case, it was offensive rebounding, spray out wide open horse shot threes, and those are the easiest threes to make. A big chunk of why Michigan shot a substantially better three-point percentage than they typically do on average for them is a lot of the threes they got were wide open, catch and shoot, in rhythm, stepping into it kinds of threes. Like, they didn't take a lot of contested, fade away, late clock. Like, those threes are hard to make, and you're not going to shoot great percentages on those. Purdue did a poor job in a number of areas, but the defensive rebounding, of course, as I talked about, led to some threes. Purdue had some poor rotations. A lot of times, because of some mismatches, Purdue had to send more bodies elsewhere, and that led to wide open threes in rotations or lack thereof. And then once Michigan made some of those, there was a drive and kick three early in the right corner that was wide open. Once they made a handful of those, then they did have a couple guys maybe later in the game hit some that are a little bit more contested. But by then, there already was a big deficit. The Purdue crowd was taken out of the game. And you got to tip your cap to Michigan. That's what makes them special, is their ability to go on those kill shot kinds of runs. And it was unfortunate it took place here in Mackey Arena.
So many things that statistically certainly didn't make sense for Purdue. Here are a few of them. When Braden Smith has 20 points in a game, Purdue, before that game on Tuesday, had been 21-2. Well, Braden had 20 and Purdue lost. When Braden and Fletcher Lawyer combined for 30 points in a game, Purdue had been 32-3. Well, guess what? They combined for more than 30. Purdue lost that game. Trey Kaufman-Renn, before Tuesday night, when he had a double-double in his career, Purdue had been undefeated. Yet Purdue lost in that game. There were a lot of numbers that had you scratching your head, but at the end of the day, that front line of Michigan is so uber talented. It's hard to find easy buckets against those guys. That's the reason Purdue as a team shot 40% from the floor.
There's no doubt. The net rating defensively for Michigan when those three guys are on the floor together in the front court is the best net rating in the country from a defensive standpoint. They just shut your water off because of their size and physicality down low. They also, as Coach Painter talked about with Lendeborg and Morez Johnson at the 3-4 spots, those guys are switchable 5 ways.
Yeah.
They can guard 5 positions because of their size and physicality. So They can switch on the perimeter. They can also guard a big guy. And then Mara is just the ultimate eraser down there, averaging close to 3 block shots a game. And they really force you, when that lineup's on the floor, to basically make shots from the perimeter. They are not going to be giving up many opportunities in the paint. They're not going to foul you a whole lot. Purdue took 0 free throws in the first half against Michigan. That is a really difficult lineup to score against. And then offensively, I got to say, Rob, Adai Mara, he was extremely impressive to watch in person. Purdue tried to guard him one-on-one on the block a couple times. I mean, and Daniel Jacobson and Oscar Clough are, two of the better equipped guys to guard, good low post players on the block, because Oscar, because of his sheer strength and physicality, Daniel because of his sheer length at 7'4", and Adai Mara was just going to work on those guys one-on-one and scoring at will. But his ability to pass, he's probably the best passing big man in the country. That's what P.J. Thompson said. He said, if P.J. was telling me, if you watch a passing reel of Adai Mara on film, it blows you away. Like the number of passes. He made a pass in this Purdue game on Tuesday where Purdue tried to run a double at him because of a mismatch, and he just did this wraparound pass right to a guy at the rim, easy peasy. He just will pick you apart if you try to double, so you're kind of really in a tough spot when he's in the game. Purdue, last year when he was at UCLA, granted he's a better player, Purdue did have some success last year when he was at UCLA, playing him off the floor to some degree by just spacing out offensively and putting him in a bind trying to guard Trey Kaufman-Renn in space, and Purdue was able to score on him. There was a couple times Adai Mara blocked Trey Kaufman-Renn at the rim, kind of showing his development as a player, being like, hey, you kind of took advantage of me last year, maybe not quite so much this year. So give those guys credit. Really good front line, and they make life difficult for any team they play.
And when they're going to shoot 55% from 3, forget about it. Nobody in the country is beating those guys. I'll be interested to see how they fare against number 3 Duke tomorrow, playing in our nation's capital. All right, enough about Michigan. This is the Purdue Radio Network. We need to talk about the Boilermakers. We're going to do that when we come back. We're going to set the scene for you for Purdue and Indiana. 8:05 the tip. The rematch of the game played late January in Bloomington, where the Hoosiers came away with a 5-point win against our Boilermakers. Hey, Boilermakers, you have the power to save lives by saying yes to organ donation. Just one organ donor can save 8 lives. Learn more at donatelifeindiana.org. More of the pregame show when we come back to Mackey Arena. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
University Bookstore, the official textbook provider for Purdue Athletics and home of the original Purdue Pete, announce the return of 3-Point Thursdays. When the men play, win or lose, you score on every 3-pointer. You can save up to 39% off your purchase. Get set to save with Purdue men's basketball with 3-Point Thursdays. 2 locations, State Street and across from Mackey Arena. Save at University Bookstore.
Talking on the phone is difficult if you've been exposed to loud noises over time. Combat veterans, factory workers, farmers, gun and motorcycle enthusiasts can have trouble hearing on the telephone. Relay Indiana helps return clarity to your phone conversations. Relay Indiana also provides free loaned equipment to those who qualify. Get the CapTel Caption telephone from Relay Indiana. Visit relayindiana.com now.
Success isn't built overnight. It's built by showing up, by being consistent, by the work you do when no one is watching. I'm Matt Painter, head coach of Purdue basketball. You see, for me, it's never just about winning. It's about building relationships, earning trust, and leading with integrity. And that's exactly why I've trusted Purdue Federal Credit Union for the past 20 years. They're built on the same foundation. Purdue Federal Credit Union, official credit union for Purdue fans.
Federally insured by NCAA.
Attention fans, do you want a chance to win tickets to see the Boilermakers take on the Michigan State Spartans on February 26th? Winner gets 2 tickets, hospitality passes, VIP parking, and a signed basketball. All you have to do is register at purduesports.com/basketballvip and register by February 17th for a chance to win this amazing opportunity, brought to you by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and Purdue Athletics.
Winter got you cooped up inside looking for some fun? Then grab the new 7 scratch-offs from the Hoosier Lottery with instant fun and prizes up to $570,000. It's the perfect way to brighten these winter days. So put down the puzzles, try on a fresh pair of sweatpants, and come out to play, Indiana, with the new 7 scratch-offs from the Hoosier Lottery, Champions of Play. Must be 18 or older to play. Please play responsibly.
It's Truck Month with the Ford Crew.
Care for a Truck Month trivia contest, Sam?
Oh, you know I can't resist, Hank.
Okay, fact. Truck Month happens only once a year.
Fact. It's the best time to buy a new Ford truck.
Fact. Ford F-Series is the best-selling lineup of trucks in America for 49 years.
Fact. America loves Ford Truck Month.
Fact. I agree with that fact.
Based on 1977 to 2025 CY industry reported total sales.
It's Purdue and Indiana. The rivalry renewed. Tonight, we're at Mackey Arena. Earlier in the season, it was the end of January. Last game played in January, actually, for the Boilermakers. Purdue losing at Indiana 72-67. Rob Blackman here with Bobby Riddell. As I think back to that game, Bob, and Matt Painter would be the first to tell you, so would every member of the coaching staff, Purdue not showing up in the first 20 minutes was just too much to overcome. Purdue trailed 40-29 at halftime. Think about that. Indiana had 40 first-half points. And quite frankly, even though Purdue, yes, did rally in the second half, when you're down 11 at halftime, it's hard to come back on the road like that.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's a very difficult place to play. They were playing inspired basketball, trying to beat their in-state rival. They're a team that needed a huge resume win at that point of their season. They're probably in the tournament if the tournament started today based on some of the wins they've had lately. Of course, the win over us certainly is bolstering the resume. But they're definitely not a team that's in by any stretch of the imagination for sure yet. So these games still are extremely impactful for them as far as their NCAA tournament life goes. And a win like this would, in Mackey Arena today, would basically, shoo them in to be in the tournament in some capacity to go in to Mackey Arena and pull that off. So they're going to come out, you would think, super inspired. So can Purdue match, their desperation tonight is going to be something to watch. Because, yes, that game in Indiana, you're losing that game by 11 at the half, and Purdue did fight valiantly in that second half to make it a close game, but they just dug themselves too big a hole. And the last 10 minutes of that first half in particular might have been the worst 10-minute stretch of the season for Purdue. And, we've had some other bad stretches, but that game, especially considering the opponent, this Indiana team, a solid team, but certainly not the cream of the crop. And for Purdue to look that poor in that 10-minute stretch was extremely disappointing.
The fact that Indiana took advantage of the three-point line, 15 points, they outscored Purdue from the three-point line in the first half. It's always interesting for me to go back and look at a box score a few days or a few weeks after the fact. Yeah, I had forgotten, Bob. That first 20 minutes against Purdue, Indiana shot 28 shots total. 20 of them were threes. They basically camped out behind the three-point line, said, all right, see if you can guard us. And they made 8 of 20. That was how the first 20 minutes went.
Yeah, they killed Purdue from behind the three-point line, especially in that first half, and ended up making 5 more threes than Purdue for the game. They take and make the 4th most threes in the Big Ten. So they're a team that definitely likes to shoot them. It's a huge part of their offense. Tucker DeVries, Lamar Wilkerson, Nick Dorn, those 3 guys in particular have all made 53s or more on the season. And those guys really like to let it rip from deep. Transition in the half court. Coach DeVries runs a lot of good action for those guys to come off screening action and get looks. And Purdue's got to be aware of those guys. Attention to detail, KYP, know your personnel. If you're defending any of those 3 guys, you got to be heavily aware of where they're at. And Purdue just can't get dominated from the three-point line again tonight. I think that's IU's only chance probably tonight is to come in here and dominate from the three-point line. We saw Michigan do that, and that was a big part of Michigan's victory. So going to be interesting to watch. Can Purdue make sure they're locking down some of these shooters, because the three-point is a huge weapon for the Hoosiers.
You would think Purdue has to be salivating about the opportunity to crush these guys on the glass. Doesn't mean you can do it, but certainly the numbers say you should. Indiana, if you're just looking at Big Ten games only, they're minus 3.5 on the boards per game.
They gave up 15 offensive rebounds to Illinois in their loss this last time out. Lost the possession battle in that game by 20. and the rebounding battle they lost was by 13, and that played a big piece of it. So, this Indiana team can definitely be gotten on the glass. That was a big part of that issue in that game in Bloomington. Purdue only got them by 5 on the glass, lost the turnover battle by 2, so only won the possession battle by 3. And I just talked about Illinois at home dominating the possession battle by 20. So it would really behoove Purdue here on their home floor to do something similar to what Illinois did and just crush them from a possession battle standpoint. Because Purdue does a good job not turning the ball over typically. Purdue has a big rebounding advantage on paper against this team, especially if Purdue's going to commit to playing, a traditional center most of the game. You've got to harness that ability from a rebounding standpoint, because you're going to give up something in other areas, but you should be able to dominate the glass against this team if you're going to play big, and that's going to be something to watch.
All right, one final thought I'd like from you here, Bob, before we take a commercial timeout. This reminder, 8:05 for the opening tip-off tonight, 8:05 Purdue and Indiana. In the 3 home losses for Purdue, we talked about this, by the way, in the post-game show Tuesday night, that Purdue is 3-3 against the top 15 this year, but the 3 losses have all come here at Mackey Arena, which makes absolutely no sense, but that's how it has shaken out. 3 losses against top 15 teams, all here in Mackey Arena. In those 3 games, Purdue has shot 30% from 3. How could that be in your home facility, Bob? You shot in this building. You were a 4-year player here. I thought the home rims are supposed to be kinder to the home team, especially in the big games.
It certainly is supposed to be that way, but maybe the opposition is making it tough to see the rim quite as well as they would like to.
That could be.
That could certainly be playing a part. Because you're right, there really hasn't been the Mackey magic in this building this year from a performance standpoint by Purdue, especially when you think about the big games like there typically is year in, year out. And you're right, the three-point shooting, one of the biggest culprits, because that's typically what allows you to go on those big runs at home and get the crowd going crazy is, maybe a flurry of threes.
Yeah.
I think about that game over Nebraska last year where it was just a 3-point barrage by Purdue. The win over Michigan last year, we certainly made a large chunk of threes. There was that run with C.J. Cox hitting some threes early. And we just haven't had that this year.
Yeah.
And even in the lesser games, the Oregons, the Penn States, Purdue hasn't been dominating opponents at home like they have in years past. So maybe that means here tonight the Boilers are due for some home fireworks.
Well, you would think, because there are only 3 home games left.
Yeah, it's
starts
now
tonight.
or never
That's
almost.
right. With funny, boy, you're talking about last year's games. I also think about that second game of the year against Alabama, who was second in the country. C.J. Cox making the 3 threes on that left wing.
Great call.
Back to back to back. And that got the Boilermakers going, too.
That would constitute as a flurry, I would say.
Our Big Ten College Basketball Report, presented by Toyota, coming up next on the pregame show. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
If your company is seeking to relocate or expand quickly, Hancock County, Indiana has a wide variety of business sites, including 4 shovel-ready certified silver business parks, plus higher than normal broadband capacity with an extensive fiber network with more than 2,000 miles of lines. Connecting opportunity with success. Contact the Hancock County Economic Development Council at www.hancockedc.com or at 317-477-7241.
Talking on the phone is difficult if you've been exposed to loud noises over time. Combat veterans, factory workers, farmers, gun and motorcycle enthusiasts can have trouble hearing on the telephone. Relay Indiana helps return clarity to your phone conversations. Relay Indiana also provides free loaned equipment to those who qualify. Get the CapTel Caption telephone from Relay Indiana. Visit RelayIndiana.com now.
Boilermaker fans, did you know that Flex Technology Group helps leading edge companies get out of the office printer and copying business? We're a legendary company with legendary people and a legendary platform that will help your business improve document workflow and increase business efficiencies. To learn more, visit our website, flextg.com. That's FLEXTG.com.
Winter got you cooped up inside looking for some fun? Then grab the new 7 scratch-offs from the Hoosier Lottery. with instant fun and prizes up to $570,000. It's the perfect way to brighten these winter days. So put down the puzzles, try on a fresh pair of sweatpants, and come out to play Indiana with the new 7 scratch-offs from the Hoosier Lottery. Champions of Play. Must be 18 or older to play. Please play responsibly.
At Indiana Packers, just 20 miles down the road from Mackey Arena, we're not just really good Indiana kitchen bacon makers.
We're Purdue alumni.
We're student interns.
We're student parents. We're fans.
We're season ticket holders.
We're John Purdue Club members. We're boilermakers.
Our Indiana Packers products like Indiana Kitchen Bacon, Kentucky Legend Ham, and other premium pork products are more than just locally made. They are boiler made.
Indiana Packers is a proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics.
Whether you're cheering for the Boilermakers or caring for your land, we know you're all in all season long. And Case IH compact and utility tractors are all in too. Mowing, digging, hauling, our equipment designed to meet the needs of America's farm fields makes caring for your home field easier. Your Case IH dealer can show you how our equipment can make this season a winning one. Case IH, built by farmers.
Tonight it's Purdue and Indiana, the Boilermakers, the Hoosiers, the rivalry. We'll tip it at 8:05. Let's get to our Big Ten report brought to you by Toyota. Toyota has 25 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, and that's saying something. Toyota, let's go places. Well, let's start with this. Michigan's win over Purdue on Tuesday night. It's something we talked about in the pregame show. It did not necessarily eliminate Purdue mathematically from winning a piece of the Big Ten title, but it has sure made it awfully complicated now, especially with just 4 games remaining for Michigan in conference, and they have a 3-game lead on Purdue on the loss side. One can assume that Michigan's not going to lose 3 more times in their final 4 games, but hey, I guess you never know. Michigan is out of conference tomorrow. They're in Washington, D.C. A big matchup against Duke. Big is putting it mildly. Number 1 Michigan against number 3 Duke in our nation's capital. That's a 6:30 tip tomorrow. Now, the Illinois Fighting Illini do still have a puncher's chance because Illinois is at 13-3 in the league. They're just 2 games back of league-leading Michigan. Illinois is at UCLA tomorrow night at 8 p.m. And Illinois still has Michigan left on the schedule. Is that game in Champaign, Bob, or would you know off the top of your head?
It is in Champaign, yep.
So Illinois would certainly have a shot, especially with as talented as they are, and we've seen them earlier this year. We know how good they can be. But even then, should Illinois beat Michigan, they would still need the Wolverines to trip up at least one more time, and Illinois would have to win out. So that's what it's looking like currently in the Big Ten standings. Also worth noting, with Purdue at 11-4 in the Big Ten, so is Nebraska and Michigan State. Right now, those 3 teams in a tie for 3rd place. Purdue, of course, has the head-to-head tiebreaker against Nebraska should it come down to it. And Purdue still has Michigan State left on the schedule. That, of course, is coming up next Thursday night here at Mackey Arena, an 8 o'clock tip-off. Speaking of Michigan State, they will not play until Sunday of this weekend. They're hosting Ohio State on Sunday afternoon. The other team I just spoke of, Nebraska, the Cornhuskers, have the weekend off. Nebraska, again, like Purdue right now, at 11-4. All right, other games across the Big Ten tomorrow. By the way, I misspoke. Nebraska does not have the weekend off. They're hosting Penn State tomorrow at a 2 p.m. Eastern, Nebraska, Penn State. The other games tomorrow, Saturday, include Rutgers at Minnesota. That's a 12 noon tip-off. Oregon at USC. That's a 4 p.m. Eastern tip-off, 4 p.m. Eastern. And I've already mentioned the Michigan and Illinois both playing tomorrow, with Michigan taking on Duke, Illinois, UCLA. The one other game on Sunday, I've already talked about the Ohio State-Michigan State game. The one other game Sunday is Iowa at Wisconsin. Wisconsin certainly still finds themselves in a spot where they could find their way into the top 4 in the standings. They're just one game back of Purdue on the loss side at 10-5 of the Badgers. And again, fans, in case you don't remember, Wisconsin will visit Purdue last game of the season as far as the regular season on March the 7th here at Mackey Arena for a 4 o'clock CBS game. That's what it looks like around the Big Ten. The biggest game in the Big Ten tonight is the only game on the Big Ten schedule, Indiana and Purdue. When we come back to our pregame program, Bobby Riddell sits down with assistant coach P.J. Thompson. We'll get P.J.'s thoughts on the Indiana Hoosiers round 2. It's our scouting report segment. It's presented by Purdue Global. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Boiler up, farmers! As Purdue dominates the court this year, BW Fusion is helping Indiana farmers dominate their fields. We're farmer first, delivering crop nutrition products and data designed for one thing: doing more with less. Less in, more out. That's not just a tagline, it's how we farm now. So whether you're at Mackey or in the Combine, team up with BW Fusion and start growing smarter. Visit bwfusion.com to learn more.
U.S. Foods and the Purdue Boilermakers. What a recipe for success. Like Purdue, we both stand for quality and value. From our state-of-the-art Indianapolis-based distribution center, we at U.S. Foods are committed to meeting our customers' needs by providing all your quality food service products throughout Indiana and northern Kentucky. It's what we do to bring guests into your business every day that makes the difference. Enjoy the game, and remember U.S. Foods, the official food service supplier of Purdue Athletics. We help you make it.
Built better, packed with more power and delivering an exceptional cut, nobody delivers more at a better price than Bad Boy Mowers. Hi, Chase Weaver, your sales specialist at Bobcat of Lafayette. It's pure classic American muscle and industry-leading innovation that is making Bad Boy the fastest-growing zero-turn mower in America. Visit Bobcat of Lafayette for availability, pricing, and financing details. Bad Boy Mowers, American-made power and strength at a better price.
It's Truck Month with the Ford Crew.
Care for a Truck Month trivia contest, Sam?
Ooh, you know I can't resist, Hank.
Okay, fact. Truck Month happens only once a year.
Fact. It's the best time to buy a new Ford truck.
Fact. Ford F-Series is the best-selling lineup of trucks in America for 49 years.
Fact. America loves Ford Truck Month.
Fact. I agree with that fact.
Based on 1977 to 2025 CY Industry reported total sales.
At Electric Plus, our mission is simple: to be the best electrical contractor in Indiana. From new construction to modernization, commercial, industrial, and service repair, we lead the way with quality and innovation. We're proud to be locally owned and 100% employee-owned through our ESOP, giving every team member a personal stake in delivering exceptional service. With offices in Lafayette, Avon, Kokomo, and Bloomington, we serve our communities with pride, offering 24/7 emergency coverage when it matters most. Visit electricplus.com to learn more. And always, boiler up.
Boilermaker fans, you have the power to save lives. Did you know that just one organ donor can save 8 lives? And the need for life-saving organ donations is real. There are more than 100,000 people waiting right now. Here at Purdue, we believe in rising to the challenge, on the field, in the classroom, and in our communities. So why not rise to one more? Visit DonateLifeIndiana.org to sign up as an organ donor today. Let saying yes to organ donation be your next giant leap.
We are back here on the pregame show, live from Mackey Arena, where today Purdue hosts arch rival, the Indiana Hoosiers, in Big Ten Conference play. It's time now for our scouting report on Indiana, presented by Purdue Global. Take your life and career to the next level with Purdue Global, Purdue's online university built for working adults. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu. Joined now by assistant coach P.J. Thompson. And Coach, really quick, before we get into the Hoosiers, want to revisit that loss on Tuesday to the Michigan Wolverines. The #1 ranked team in the country comes in here and gets a 91-80 victory. It was a tough game, kind of a tale of two halves. That first half, really going in Michigan's favor, holding us to 32 points. Weren't able to get to the foul line at all in that first half. What were your kind of main takeaways from that loss against Michigan?
Yeah, I think, like you said, it was a tale of two halves. When you're playing somebody as great as Michigan, your margin for error is smaller than it is in most games. And I thought we started the game off well. Defensively, I thought we got quality possessions on that end. We finished it with a rebound, and we went and executed offensively for the first 4 minutes of the game or so. And then I believe, if I'm not mistaken, in that first half, they scored on 16 of 18 possessions with 2 fouls. And if you're not going to match that and score on the other end, which we didn't, that's how you get down, 20 or so. And I thought in the second half we outplayed them. I thought we were more detailed. I thought we were scrappy. I thought we were physical, and I thought we executed. I think we were good offensively. I don't think we were great. And when you're playing a team as good as they are, the best defense in the country, you got to be great and force them to do some things that they don't want to do, because they want to switch. They want to make you make one-on-one plays. And if teams are good, if they're great, they'll adjust, and that can open up some things for guys on our team. But we were just good in that area. We weren't great, and so they were allowed to kind of keep us at 10 or 12. And we had a couple bad possessions where we turned it over, took bad shots, and we could never get it to single digits in that first half or second half.
All right, tonight's opponent, the Indiana Hoosiers, 17-9 on the season, 8-7 in the Big Ten so far, led by head coach Darren DeVries in his first season as their head coach. It's going to be our second game against the Hoosiers. Dropped that first game in Bloomington, 72-67 in late January. What were some of the issues that you felt like you saw in that first matchup that you hope we can correct here tonight?
Yeah, I don't think we were. We just didn't play hard enough, to be honest. Like, I don't make that excuse after every time you lose a basketball game, but it's just the truth. I don't think we played hard enough to beat them on the road. It's so hard to win in this league, and if you want to win in this league, it starts with when shots go up, rebounding the basketball, and then taking care of the basketball. I think if we can rebound tonight and take care of it, we will be better. But we have to be more attentive on the defensive side. You can't lose their shooters. You can't give them separation. You got to be detailed and do your job on both ends. And then offensively, you got to take what they give you. I thought Connor Enright, it made sense that he made the biggest shot of the game, because I know he's not the best player on the floor, but I think he affected the game the best last time we played those guys. And so he's been a key focus in our scouting report, and he has our attention and has our respect, and we just got to be better. It's a rivalry game. You can't get caught up in the emotions of the game. You got to play basketball. You got to play together, be connected. And I thought the first time we played, Indiana was they played with better passion, and they were more connected than us. And I think this game will be different.
Well, this is why you're the best in the business, PJ, because I was going to ask you about Connor Enright on this next question, because you brought up a good point. He plays all 40 minutes in that game, 8 points, 8 assists, only 3 turnovers. So he's got a pretty good assist-to-turnover ratio, and he hit like some of the most critical, timely shots late in that game, to your point, and he was rewarded. But his impact, I feel like, is most felt for his team from a defensive standpoint. How important is he to their defensive group?
He's huge. He's their quarterback. They're like, when he's at his best defensively, their defense plays with more energy. He's always around the basketball. He's always creating havoc. I don't know if it's the right word, but he's kind of like an antagonist on that end. He's always looking to take charges, like Jack Benner. He's always getting his hands on basketballs. He'll flop. He'll play mental games with guys. Like, you see it, I don't think he's as talented as Fierce, but he's like Fierce. He's like Fierce from Michigan State. They just affect the game, man. I think Fierce obviously is more talented on that offensive end, but Connor Enright, man, he affected the game. He's a really good player. One of my coaches who coached me here coached him at DePaul, so we're familiar with him, and we can't let him have his imprint on the game like he did last game, and that goes for him offensively too. He's getting in the paint. He's been more aggressive. I think he showed that when they played Wisconsin at home the other week. So he'll be ready to go, and we have to match and pass his energy level.
All right, Coach. Good luck here tonight.
Yep. Thank you.
Assistant P.J. Thompson with our scouting report on the Indiana Hoosiers, who are 17-9, 8-7 in the league. Pre-game show continues in just a quick second. A scoreboard update coming next. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
We know to contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before every dig. But did you also know spraying a white line around the area you plan to dig means utility flags will only go in that area? Fewer flags in the yard? Easier mowing? Everybody wins.
Everybody except my kid. I don't want to mow the yard.
Everybody except for your kid wins. Contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before picking up a shovel. It's the only way to dig. Learn more at 811.safedigindiana.com.
If you're an Exmark mower owner, chances are you've played a part in the evolution of your machine. Hi, Chase Weaver, your sales specialist with Bobcat of Lafayette. Whether you know it or not, you're the reason for the design of the deck, ease of the controls, and the small number of parts. Exmark Zero Turns offer faster mowing times, better cut quality, great durability, and versatility. Bottom line, an Exmark Zero Turn mower could be the last mower you need to buy. Visit Bobcat of Lafayette for product availability, pricing, and financing details.
Hi, I'm Trey Kaufman-Wren, power forward for Purdue basketball. On the court, my job is to read the defense and make the right decisions to put our team in the best position to win. Off the court, landowners need the same kind of sharp vision and quick thinking to protect their farm and family's legacy. That's where the Halderman companies can help. They study the court, anticipate every move, and help you stay one step ahead when it comes to managing or selling your farm. If it has anything to do with the business of farming, Halderman can help. Visit halderman.com today to learn more.
U.S. Foods and the Purdue Boilermakers. What a recipe for success. Like Purdue, we both stand for quality and value. From our state-of-the-art Indianapolis-based distribution center, we at U.S. Foods are committed to meeting our customers' needs by providing all your quality food service products throughout Indiana and northern Kentucky. It's what we do to bring guests into your business every day that makes the difference. Enjoy the game, and remember U.S. Foods, the official food service supplier of Purdue Athletics. We help you make it. Franciscan Health is proud to be the official medical provider for Purdue Athletics. Does a sudden sports injury have you on the bench? We can assist. Franciscan Health sports medicine specialists have mastered a team approach to sports injuries. You'll have access to a network of orthopedic professionals, rehabilitation services, and highly advanced technologies and treatments to get you back out on the field. To learn more, visit franciscanhealth.org/sportsmedicine.
You've worked hard, and you've got what it takes. Purdue Global was built specifically for working adults, so earning a degree you can be proud of is achievable. If you want to start right away, you can. New terms start every month. If you want to go fast, you can. Some of our degrees offer an accelerated Excel track. If you want to go slow, you can. Our advisors can guide you. Whatever you're balancing, Purdue Global is invested in your success. Now is your chance to prove you've got what it takes. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
Welcome back to Mackey Arena. Pre-game show for the Purdue Boilermakers hosting the Indiana Hoosiers. Tonight, tip-off a little after 8 p.m. Eastern time. Time now to take a look at our out-of-town scores. Only 2 other top 25 games being played here this evening. One of them is currently underway, and an upset brewing early with VCU leading on the road at 18th-ranked St. Louis, 37-26. 3:24 to go in the first half. A game currently airing on ESPN2. And then the last undefeated team in the country, 22nd-ranked Miami, Ohio, hosting Bowling Green in MAC conference play later on this evening. Tip-off at 8:30 p.m. on CBS Sports Network. Bowling Green 16-11 on the year. Miami, Ohio 26-0. Some other Division I games being played this evening, currently airing on CBS Sports Network. Akron in MAC conference play on the road, leading Ball State 46-39, 17-13 to go. When we return to the pregame show, we have Coach Painter's pregame comments presented by Purdue Federal Credit Union. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Talking on the phone is difficult if you've been exposed to loud noises over time. Combat veterans, factory workers, farmers, gun and motorcycle enthusiasts can have trouble hearing on the telephone. Relay Indiana helps return clarity to your phone conversations. Relay Indiana also provides free loaned equipment to those who qualify. Get the CapTel caption telephone from Relay Indiana. Visit relayindiana.com now.
Success isn't built overnight. It's built by showing up, by being consistent, by the work you do when no one is watching. I'm Matt Painter, head coach of Purdue basketball. You see, for me, it's never just about winning. It's about building relationships, earning trust, and leading with integrity. And that's exactly why I've trusted Purdue Federal Credit Union for the past 20 years. They're built on the same foundation. Purdue Federal Credit Union, official credit union for Purdue fans.
Federally insured by NCAA.
Lafayette Limo, family-owned, women-owned, serving Greater Lafayette for over 33 years. Shuttles to and from Indianapolis and O'Hare airports 365 days a year. Make your reservations now at LafayetteLimo.com. Charters of all sizes anywhere in the continental USA. Lafayette Limo, proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics.
Just sit back and let us drive. There's no need to compromise. Your ride to relaxation. Lafayette Limo.
Hancock County, Indiana, located just 15 minutes from downtown Indianapolis near I-70 and I-465, is open for business. Learn why we are one of the fastest growing communities in Indiana. With access to available land, infrastructure, transportation, and a regional airport, join other national brands like Amazon, Carvana, and Walmart, and discover why we are the best kept secret in central Indiana. This message brought to you by the Hancock County Economic Development Council. Visit us at hancockedc.com or at 317-477-7241.
Boilermaker fans. Did you know that Flex Technology Group helps leading edge companies get out of the office printer and copying business? We're a legendary company with legendary people and a legendary platform that will help your business improve document workflow and increase business efficiencies. To learn more, visit our website, flextg.com. That's FLEXTG.com.
You've worked hard, and you've got what it takes. Purdue Global was built specifically for working adults, so earning a degree you can be proud of is achievable. If you want to start right away, you can. New terms start every month. If you want to go fast, you can. Some of our degrees offer an accelerated Excel track. If you want to go slow, you can. Our advisors can guide you. Whatever you're balancing, Purdue Global is invested in your success. Now is your chance to prove you've got what it takes. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
Welcome back to Mackey Arena. Tonight, Purdue and Indiana, round 2. Let's talk to head coach Matt Painter, get his thoughts on this second matchup this regular season with the Hoosiers. Coach Painter's pregame comments are presented by Purdue Federal Credit Union. Purdue Federal Credit Union, proud to be the official credit union of Purdue Athletics. Discover the credit union difference at PurdueFed.com. Coach Painter, just a quick review of Tuesday night's loss to Michigan. Certainly, there's no better way to get an assessment of your ball club than to play the best team in the country. So your assessment after what you saw Tuesday night?
Yeah, obviously the one, sequence where, they went on that run ends up being the difference in the game. And, I said it, after the game, if you'd have said that before grabbing a box score, we'd have had more offensive rebounds, and then there's no way you would have believed that. They were just quicker to the basketball. And I think it was more of the style of what they did, like just beating us to some of those loose balls, beating us to some of those long rebounds, and then a couple of those blocks by Mara, just their overall. We were getting the ball where we wanted to. We weren't, weren't able to finish. We had some open looks that didn't go down. And now from there, they just had a really dominant stretch right there. But if you just, extract that from the game and then you look at the rest of the game, it's pretty even. But that's not the game of basketball. The game of basketball is the the full 40 minutes. And, we just had to be better, in that stretch right there. We have to do a good job of executing it at all times, because that always can put the burden on the other team with the second best offense in the country. But when you see us at Iowa, or you see us at Nebraska, and you see us on the glass that way, now when you play the best team, maybe the best front line in the country, you got to be able to do it then too. And we just were inconsistent in that area. And that isn't the only, piece of the game. I thought we did an okay job, handling their penetration and everything, but they got in there too much. And when you have size and you have quickness and you have that combination, and then you have some really good interchangeable pieces like a Yaxel Landenberg, Merez Johnson that can dominate you on the glass, but also handle the ball and guard people on the outside, we just have to be better than we were.
All right, so lessons learned from Tuesday night, lessons learned from late January at Bloomington, Indiana beating Purdue by 5 that night. What can carry over that can hopefully help this evening?
Yeah, well, I thought, and I said it before, like Nick Dorn was the difference in that game. Like they have, Wilkerson's a guy that's had over 35 times. Tucker DeVries has scored 2,300 points in his career. Well, Nick Dorn doesn't have those accolades, but yet he was really, really impactful with his 24 points in that game before. We have to be there with their shooters. Like we can't get behind plays where we're in too many rotations. We got to be disciplined in their action and defending in the half court and make it very, very difficult. I thought we worked like hell to get back in the game, and then we had a couple breakdowns late in the game that you just can't have at that time. But just being quicker to the basketball, being more detailed defensively, and then just like anybody we play, executing on the offensive end.
I don't have the box score in front of me from that game, but if memory serves correct, Indiana shot 50 shots in the game. 33 of the 50 were threes. I know it's something close to that. With that being said, how important is it to guard that three-point line tonight?
Very important. You got to be able to guard the three-point line without neglecting other things. I think sometimes that'll get lost. Hey, just guard the threes and don't worry about it. No, you have to be able to guard everything. You got to be able to guard penetration, them playing in the post. But the number one thing is being with those three guys and making it difficult on those three guys. And, like Wilkerson's a guy, I think he had 19 in the game. He took 18 shots. Like you want it around there. Like you want that around there. DeVries didn't get a shot off in the second half. He did a lot of other really good things to help him win the game. But I thought we picked up our attention to detail on him in the second half, where in the first half it wasn't there.
Coach Painter, thank you. Good luck here tonight.
All right, thank you.
Coach Matt Painter giving us his pregame thoughts. They're presented by Purdue Federal Credit Union. Purdue Federal Credit Union is proud to be the official credit union for Purdue fans. Discover the credit union difference at PurdueFed.com. You can feel the intensity in the building. It's Purdue and Indiana. When we come back, Bobby Riddell rejoins me with his keys to the game. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
If you're a true Boilermakers fan, then you know the real season starts before the first game. Same goes for your home field. No matter how you're planning on managing your acreage, Case IH can help you hit the ground running. Mowing, digging, hauling, and more, our machines are built to handle whatever your land demands. Talk to your local Case IH dealer or go to caseih.com/Boilermakers to win big at home, season after successful season.
Success isn't built overnight. It's built by showing up, by being consistent, by the work you do when no one is watching. I'm Matt Painter, head coach of Purdue basketball. You see, for me, it's never just about winning. It's about building relationships, earning trust, and leading with integrity. And that's exactly why I've trusted Purdue Federal Credit Union for the past 20 years. They're built on the same foundation. Purdue Federal Credit Union, official credit union for Purdue fans.
Federally insured by NCAA.
Boiler up, farmers! As Purdue dominates the court this year, BW Fusion is helping Indiana farmers dominate their fields. We're farmer first, delivering crop nutrition products and data designed for one thing: doing more with less. Less in, more out. That's not just a tagline. It's how we farm now. So whether you're at Mackey or in the Combine, team up with BW Fusion and start growing smarter. Visit bwfusion.com to learn more.
Hi, it's Matt Painter, men's basketball coach at Purdue University. I'm proud to be a graduate of the College of Liberal Arts, which continues to innovate with programs like Cornerstone, Degree in 3, and Degree Plus. What I learned in my classes serves me every day. The College of Liberal Arts prepares all Purdue students to think broadly and lead boldly, values that mean a lot to me. I'm grateful for the education I received in the College of Liberal Arts. I encourage you to check out the College of Liberal Arts at Purdue to see where your degree can take you.
On the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield, Boilermaker Basketball is brought to you by Indiana Kitchen Premium Pork Products. Get to know us at indianakitchen.com. The tip is moments away. This is Boilermaker Basketball.
On January the 27th in Bloomington, Indiana beat Purdue 72-67. Now we find ourselves at February the 20th, this time in West Lafayette. Bob Riddell, what's it going to take for the Boilermakers to turn the tables on the Hoosiers this time around?
All right, Rob, key number one. Got to dominate the possession battle against this team. This is a team, as you mentioned earlier in the show, Rob, that in Big Ten conference play on the glass, negative 3.5 roughly boards per game against other Big Ten competition. This is a team that their last game against Illinois, at Illinois, lost the possession battle when you combine turnovers and rebounds by 20. And they lost the game by 20 as well. Purdue only won the possession battle against this Indiana team by 3 the first game, and that played a big part in Purdue not being able to go into Bloomington and pull out the victory. Want to see Purdue from a turnover standpoint be rock solid like they have all year and keep those turnovers under 10 per game. Turn it over, not too bad, just 10 times at Indiana, but Indiana only turned it over 8 times and was able to win that turnover battle in Bloomington. Second key, it's Braden Smith time here at Mackey Arena. Braden has not had great performances over the course of his career in this rivalry. He and the other seniors, Trey Kaufman-Wren and Fletcher Lawyer, have a losing record in the 7 games against Indiana, a 3-4 record in their career. Braden's stats against the Hoosiers, by his standards, have been really poor, averaging just 11 points and 6 assists with less than a 2-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio while shooting 36% from the field and only 16% from 3. So I need Braden Smith to show up and show out here at Mackey Arena on Tuesday night. Elliot Cadeau, the other point guard for the Wolverines, got the best of that matchup. If Purdue wants to win this game here tonight, Braden Smith needs to play like the best player on the floor and make a statement. Third and final key, pretty much a huge key when you're playing anybody these days, but especially a team like Indiana that shoots the 3 as much as possible. Who's going to win this 3-point battle? That's been a big talking point of mine here, pretty much game in, game out here as of late, because it's becoming more and more a trend. Purdue now, in all 5 of their losses this season, has lost the battle from the 3-point line. When they've won the battle, or when they've lost the battle as a whole, it's basically a toss-up. It's like a 50-50 kind of proposition when they lose the 3-point battle. And then all 5 of their losses, they did lose it. So this is a game against IU, a team that takes and makes the 4th most threes in the Big Ten. They're going to be putting them up. We saw in that first matchup, they launched a bunch of threes against Purdue, 33 threes in total, 20 in the first half. And that ended up being a big piece. They outscored Purdue from the 3-point line by 15 points. Can Purdue win this 3-point battle tonight? If they do, you feel extremely confident about the chances of winning this game, just because that's Indiana's kind of biggest weapon offensively, those 3 guys in particular, Lamar Wilkerson, Tucker DeVries, and Nick Dorn really getting going from long range. If Purdue can keep those guys under wraps, have attention to detail, you really like the Boilermakers' chances here at home.
With that, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Boilermaker Basketball from Learfield. That's it for the pregame show. When we come back, it's tonight's starting lineups presented by Saab. And the opening tip-off, it's Purdue, it's Indiana. Enough said. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Hi, I'm Trey Kaufman-Wren, power forward for Purdue basketball. On the court, my job is to read the defense and make the right decisions to put our team in the best position to win. Off the court, landowners need the same kind of sharp vision and quick thinking to protect their farm and family's legacy. That's where the Halderman companies can help. They study the court, anticipate every move, and help you stay one step ahead when it comes to managing or selling your farm. If it has anything to do with the business of farming, Halderman can help. Visit halderman.com today to learn more.
Indiana farmers, building new markets takes time and pays back dividends with long-term demand for your crops. High oleic soybean oil drives new demand for Indiana soybeans to domestic and international markets. Plus, it's a healthier oil, more desirable to customers. Your checkoff is building this demand right here in Indiana. Purdue Athletics is proud to offer their foods prepared in heart-healthy, high oleic soybean oil this season. Learn more about this oil at incornandsoy.org/premiums. This message was funded by Indiana soybean farmers and their checkoff.
At Electric Plus, our mission is simple: to be the best electrical contractor in Indiana. From new construction to modernization, commercial, industrial, and service repair, we lead the way with quality and innovation. We're proud to be locally owned and 100% employee-owned through our ESOP, giving every team member a personal stake in delivering exceptional service. With offices in Lafayette, Avon, Kokomo, and Bloomington, we serve our communities with pride, offering 24/7 emergency coverage when it matters most. Visit electricplus.com to learn more. And always, boiler up.
You've worked hard, and you've got what it takes. Purdue Global was built specifically for working adults, so earning a degree you can be proud of is achievable. If you want to start right away, you can. New terms start every month. If you want to go fast, you can. Some of our degrees offer an accelerated Excel track. If you want to go slow, you can. Our advisors can guide you. Whatever you're balancing, Purdue Global is invested in your success. Now is your chance to prove you've got what it takes. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
On the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield, Boilermaker Basketball is brought to you by University Bookstore, the official textbook provider for Purdue Athletics and home to the original Purdue Pete. The tip is moments away. Purdue Boilermaker Basketball is on the air.
I'm Rob Blackman. He's Bobby Riddell. And this is Boilermaker Basketball. Let's get to tonight's starting lineups, presented by Saab, keeping people and society safe. We'll start with the Indiana Hoosiers, who are 17-9 on the season, 8-7 in Big Ten competition, already having beaten the Boilermakers back on January the 27th, 72-67. Here's how they will line up. The point guard, Connor Enright, 6'1", 180-pounder, a redshirt senior. Originally from the state of Illinois, started his career at Drake. Last year he played at DePaul. This year he has a 4-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio for the Hoosiers. Joining him in the backcourt, the always dangerous Lamar Wilkerson, a 6'6", fifth-year senior, originally from Arkansas, transferring in from Sam Houston State. Last year, he was All-Conference USA first team for Sam Houston State. This year, he's averaging 24 points a game in Big Ten competition for the Hoosiers. And already twice this year, he's been named the Big Ten Player of the Week. Out of forward, Nick Dorn, 6'7", 225-pound junior from Charlotte, North Carolina. He's a transfer from Elon. Started every game last year as a sophomore at Elon. He had an impressive 18 points against Purdue back on January the 27th. Also at forward, Tucker DeVries, son of the coach, 6'7", redshirt senior, a former Iowa Mr. Basketball. Last year he played at West Virginia, but played only 8 games. Before that, he spent 3 years at Drake and was twice named the Missouri Valley Conference Player of the Year. At center, Sam Alexis, a 6'9", 240-pounder from Apopka, Florida, a senior. Last year played for the Florida Gators, the national champs. Before that, he played at Chattanooga. Head coach of the Hoosiers, Darren DeVries, in his first season as the boss of Indiana basketball. He spent 6 years at Drake, 1 year at West Virginia, now in Bloomington. For the 7th-ranked Purdue Boilermakers, who are 21-5 on the year, 11-4 in Big Ten competition. Here's how they will go. Braden Smith and Fletcher Lawyer start in the backcourt tonight, and that is significant because that is 137 straight starts for Smith and Lawyer, and that sets a new school record. Smith, the 6-foot senior from Westfield, a first-team All-American, and Fletcher, the senior from Fort Wayne, who has himself 1,600 points scored in his career. Joining him in the backcourt will be C.J. Cox, the 6'3 sophomore from Lexington, Massachusetts. C.J. averaging 8 points a game. At forward, redshirt senior Trey Kaufman-Wren. He's coming off a double-double against Michigan, the 27-12 against the Wolverines. He's 6'9", 240, and originally from Sellersburg, Indiana. At center, Oscar Clough, 6'11", 255-pound, fifth-year senior from Sunrise Coast, Australia. Last year he was playing at South Dakota State. This year as a Boilermaker, he's averaging 10 points and 7 rebounds a game. The boss of the Boilermakers, Matt Painter, the former Boilermaker himself in his 21st season as the boss of Boilermaker basketball. He is 22-14 in his career against Indiana. The three-man officiating crew is assigned by the Big Ten for this one. Paul Zells, Brian Dorsey, and Jeffrey Anderson. By the way, Paul and Brian both were officials in the January 27th game in Bloomington. Indiana wears traveling crimson uniforms tonight. The crimson red jersey with the crimson red shorts. It reads Indiana in white across the chest with the white numerals front and back. Purdue tonight goes in the script blacks. Now these are typically uniforms Purdue would wear on the road, but tonight Purdue wears black for a blackout game at Mackey Arena. The script blacks, a black jersey with black shorts. It reads Purdue in script old gold across the chest with old gold numerals front and back. Sellout crowd at Mackey Arena. No surprise there. This is the 104th straight sellout for Purdue basketball. 104. Bob, you've played it, you've coached in it. There's nothing like it. Purdue, Indiana.
Nothing like it at all. It's just usually the most special game on the calendar when you look at this Purdue schedule, you look at Indiana's schedule. It's a game, it's a measuring stick kind of game for not only the season but your career. And I think this is going to be a special environment here tonight. It always is when you get Purdue and IU involved, whether you're at Assembly Hall, whether you're at Mackey Arena. It's fireworks. And after the Hoosiers got the first one, I think it's time for a little payback from the Boilers.
I agree. Boilermakers had a 4-game winning streak snapped by the Wolverines Tuesday night. Let's see if the Boilermakers can get back on a winning streak here this evening. Braden Smith is debuting some new sneakers for this one tonight. It's, I would call that bronze colored. First time we've seen him wear the bronze colored sneakers this year.
Maybe he's going to be a bronze bomber from 3 tonight.
Oh, yeah. Oscar Clough jumps it up against Alexis in center court. Balzell steps in between the two big fellas. Ball is in the air, tipped to our right, controlled by Purdue's Braden Smith, who go right to left, and we are underway. Mackey Arena, Purdue and Indiana. The Hoosiers open up in some man-to-man defense. They play man-to-man about 98% of the time this year. Braden Smith, left elbow rising, shooting, and lifted short. Rebounded by Enright for Indiana. Good open look for Braden Smith, 15 feet away, but it would not fall. Enright rebounds, and here come the Hoosiers left to right against Purdue's man-to-man defense. DeVries, top of the key, fakes a three, guarded by Trey Kaufman-Wren. Now to Wilkerson, he's left elbow extended. He'll give it up to the far left side to Dorn. Back to DeVries, shot clock at 7. DeVries working his way top of the key. Now gives it up to Wilkerson. He goes to the right elbow. He's going to have to shoot with 1 on the shot clock. He traveled. He got himself just underneath the right elbow and tried an underhand scoop shot underneath of Oscar Clough, but in doing so, pulled the pivot foot, and it's the first turnover of the game.
2 great possessions to start this game. The first one, Braden gets a wide open pull-up, just leaves it short, but it's good execution. And there on the defensive end, elite defense to force the travel there late clock.
Purdue throws it inside to Kaufman-Wren. They're going to double down. So he'll kick it out for a 3-point right for Braden Smith, and it's a bullseye. Purdue's up 3-0.
Go, the little post entry to TKR, and IU's not going to let him go one-on-one, at least early. They're not. They cover down, and they cover Lawyer ball side, but they leave Braden Smith top of the key. Got to rotate to Smitty.
In right, left wing, had it tipped away, out of bounds turns, and it's last touch by Trey Kaufman-Wren. Excellent defense on the ball. Last touch by TKR. Indiana will have the ball on the far sideline directly across from our broadcast position.
And Braden Smith has not shot the ball well from three in this rivalry, just 16%, but on the year he's 41.5%. IU made a mistake not rotating.
Dorn is in the left corner, guarded by Lawyer. They'll give it to DeVries, who's left wing. He dribbles left block extended. Right side, Wilkerson a catch. Throws it inside here to Alexis. Alexis right block. Rise will shoot over TKR and miss it short. Rebounded Oscar Clough of Purdue. Purdue right to left with a 3-point lead. We played a minute and 45 seconds. Kaufman-Wren into the right corner to Braden Smith. He'll drive, leave it for Lawyer. Straight away three. It's a triple time.
Oh, now we're talking. The Boilers bombing from long range here to start a drive and kick. Braden Smith to his left, jumps in the air, and has his backcourt mate Lawyer top of the key locked and loaded.
6-0. We're early at Mackey Arena. The home team, the Boilermakers with a lead. DeVries catch and shoot three on the right wing. Good. Coming off of a screen, a catch and a shoot, and it's 6-3 Purdue. Tough shot there for DeVries.
You said it, Robin. Those are the threes you can live with. That is a high degree of difficulty on the move, catch and shoot, where Braden Smith has a high contest in his face. You just got to tip your cap to DeVries.
DeVries is a 33% three-point shooter this year. Trey Kaufman-Wren has it in the right corner with DeVries guarding him. Trying to back him down. Spinning, shooting with his right hand and missing. Comes off the weak side, and it's rebounded by Dorn of Indiana. A lot of contact down there. Matt Painter would have liked to seen a foul called. Didn't get it. Hoosiers with the ball. Boilermakers lead 6-3. We play 3 minutes here at Mackey. Left wing catch, Alexis. Dribble handoff, Wilkerson. Gets to the right block, dribbles out of some trouble. We'll give it to Dorn, perimeter right. Shot clock at 7. He gives it up to Enright, standing on the Motion P logo at center court. Enright coming downhill. Fall away, Banker missed badly from the left wing. Rebounded Clough. Ahead to Braden Smith. Purdue's on the run. Faking a three. Fletcher Lawyer now driving downhill, and he was fouled as he banked it toward the bucket. I believe this foul's against Enright, but let me double check. And it is Connor Enright's first foul, and this will be 2 foul shots for Fletcher Lawyer, who's an 88% foul shooter.
Well, Fletcher Lawyer, nice job pump faking there in transition when the three's not wide open. We saw him make the mistake a couple times the last game at home against Michigan, where it's a transition opportunity. He's thirsty to try to get that 3-point shot off, and he missed too badly against Michigan, where he rushed them in a contested situation. That time it was contested, didn't make the bad decision by shooting, pump faked and got to the rim and got the contact for the foul as he makes the first free throw there.
Well, Fletcher is shooting 46% from 3 in Mackey Arena. So when he fakes like he's going to pull the trigger in this building, teams are going to run at him. Lawyer made the second foul shot. He has 5 early points, and Purdue leads 8-3. Indiana the Bull, left to right, they're wearing the crimson. Wilkerson catch on the left arc. He's guarded by Braden Smith. Gives to DeVries, who's now dribbling himself on the left arc. Faced up against Oscar Clough. Will DeVries try to take him to school? Brings him down the left baseline, stops there on the block. Gives it up for a short jumper left wing. It's missed. Rebounded by Clough as Alexis couldn't hit it from 10 feet away. Purdue with a defensive board, and Purdue an 8-3 lead and the ball. Kaufman-Wren, left block, faces up on DeVries. Spins into DeVries. Shoots a right-handed hook shot. It is short. Got his own rebound. Put it back in the bucket. Purdue leads 10-3.
Trey Kaufman-Wren extremely determined on that play to get a bucket. At first you don't succeed, then you get that putback and finish it with the right hand.
15:45 remaining first half. Crowd alive here at Mackey Arena. Alexis is on the left block, working on Clough. Dribbles out of some trouble to give it left side for a Wilkerson three. It's in and out, no good. Rebounded by Purdue's C.J. Cox. Quickly up the right sideline as he gives the ball to Braden Smith. Inside to Clough. Clough will attack Alexis. Left-handed hook shot. It wouldn't have mattered anyway, even if he would have made it. He didn't. He traveled. Giving the ball to Indiana, and we have a timeout. Purdue 10, Indiana 3. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Success isn't built overnight. It's built by showing up, by being consistent, by the work you do when no one is watching. I'm Matt Painter, head coach of Purdue basketball. You see, for me, it's never just about winning. It's about building relationships, earning trust, and leading with integrity. And that's exactly why I've trusted Purdue Federal Credit Union for the past 20 years. They're built on the same foundation. Purdue Federal Credit Union, official credit union for Purdue fans.
Federally insured by NCAA.
Attention fans, do you want a chance to win tickets to see the Boilermakers take on the Michigan State Spartans on February 26th? Winner gets 2 tickets, hospitality passes, VIP parking, and a signed basketball. All you have to do is register at purduesports.com/basketballvip and register by February 17th for a chance to win this amazing opportunity, brought to you by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and Purdue Athletics.
University Bookstore, the official textbook provider for Purdue Athletics and home of the original Purdue Pete, announce the return of 3-Point Thursdays. When the men play, win or lose, you score on every three-pointer. You can save up to 39% off your purchase. Get set to save with Purdue men's basketball with 3-Point Thursdays. 2 locations, State Street and across from Mackey Arena. Save at University Bookstore.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. And now, during our President's Day sale, take 50% off our limited edition bed. Plus, free home delivery with any bed and base. Ends Monday. Only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com.
This is Aaron Fine, and you're listening to Purdue Basketball.
Take your life and career to the next level with Purdue Global. Purdue's online university built for working adults. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu. Rob Blackman with Bobby Riddell. We're courtside at Mackey Arena, where Purdue leads Indiana 10-3. Of all the interesting numbers that came out of Tuesday's loss to Michigan, and I spoke about some of them earlier in the pregame show, Bob, here's one that blew my mind. Purdue gave up 90 points to the #1 ranked team in the country. That same Michigan team shot 55% from 3, yet Purdue moved up 2 spots in adjusted defensive efficiency. Purdue went up from 29 to 27. How does that make any sense?
There must have been some real bad defense being played by those teams around 25 to 30 of the defensive efficiency metrics around that same time period.
Who would have thought you'd move up 2 spots defensively, giving up 90 to a team at home?
They're like, wow, you didn't give up 100 to those guys. That's impressive.
Yeah, against Michigan, that is a win. 10-3, Indiana the ball. We're back to action. Left to right are the Hoosiers, who have subbed in Tatum Connerway. He did not play in the first game against Purdue because of injury. A 6th-year senior, a transfer from Troy. Or last year, he was the Sun Belt Conference Player of the Year. DeVries, a deep, deep 3. Wow! He must have been 28 feet away, and he rips the cords for his second made 3 of the game.
Indiana runs a 4-5 ball screen there. And Daniel Jacobson and Kaufman-Renn switch it, but Jacobson just a little too much airspace. Even though he was deep, DeVries is an elite shooter with range.
Boy, he was an elite shooter with range there. Here's a lob for Jacobson, and hit the rim, but a foul will be called. Indiana subbed in Reed Bailey, a 6'10 senior, Davidson transfer. He was the one holding Jacobson, who was diving for the bucket, trying to catch a lob from Trey Kaufman-Renn. Jacobson subbing in, obviously, for Purdue, the 7'4 redshirt freshman from Chicago, and Jakari Harris, the 6'3 sophomore, into the game as well. Purdue on an inbound will lob to Jacobson, and he traveled in traffic. Daniels holding his nose, saying, I got slapped in the face, that's why I traveled. But the official says, nope, that's a traveling violation. Give the ball to Indiana. So twice Purdue tried to run a lob to Jacobson, and unsuccessful both times. One time a foul, one time a turnover. Conaway dribble handoff to another new man in the game, Josiah Miles, a 6'6 junior, transfer from North Florida. He was playing at North Florida last year with our own Liam Murphy. DeVries, left wing to Conaway. Conaway dribbling into the paint, lowering the shoulder, and that'll be a charging foul against Conaway because Fletcher Lawyer slid in good defensive position and took the charge.
Nice job by Fletch there. Those are the kind of guys Fletch typically does a better job on from a defensive standpoint. A guy like Conaway who's not an elite three-point shooter, so Fletch can give a little ground on the perimeter, allow him to move his feet and anticipate. He's got good anticipation skills on those sorts of things like taking charges.
Purdue leading 10-6. Purdue the ball right to left. Inside to Jacobson. Bad pass stolen. DeVries took the pass away after the bad pass from Trey Kaufman-Renn. That's 3 early turnovers for the Boilermakers here. Indiana the ball. 14 minutes to play in the first half. Purdue's been stuck on 10 for a couple of minutes here. Leading 10-6. Conaway, chest pass right wing to Miles. Josiah Miles, third team all-conference last year at North Florida. DeVries wants to drive, stops at the free throw line, but he drew a foul from Trey Kaufman-Renn as he was coming to a jump stop at the free throw line. First foul on Trey Kaufman-Renn. Indiana the ball on the baseline right. Subbing in, here comes Jack Benter for Purdue. 6'6" redshirt freshman from Brownstown. Averaging 5 points a game. Trey incredulously talks to the coaches as he comes to the bench and says, what did I do wrong there? Wilkerson to DeVries. Right back to Wilkerson. Left corner. He dribbles left block. Jacobson's guarding him. Will he try to back him out to the 3-line? He does, but then he turns it over on a bounce pass. A steal for Braden Smith. Braden wants to push the tempo right to left to Lawyer. Lawyer will fake a 3. Stop on the left elbow. Give it right back to Braden Smith, who's between the circles. Braden using a screen from Jacobson. Top of the key. Jack Benter, a catch and shoot triple. In and out, no good. Rebound of Miles of Indiana. Good look for Jack Benter. Couldn't knock in the 3. Jack shooting just 26% from 3 in the Big Ten. Miles, step back 3, left corner, no good. Rebounded by Lawyer. Miles, he's only made 4 threes all year. He's 4 of 19. He missed that one. Now he's 4 for 20. And what do we have? Away from the ball. Daniel Jacobson was trying to dive to the basket, but he couldn't because he was being held by Lamar Wilkerson. First foul on Wilkerson. Team foul number 3 on Indiana. I beg your pardon, team foul number 4 on Indiana.
Well, you bring up Miles there, a guy who was not a good three-point shooter whatsoever, but he did make one of his 4 threes against Purdue earlier in the season.
Yes, he did.
But on that play, Purdue bluffed at him, and as it turned out, left him open, which was the wise thing. You bluff at a non-shooter and stay with the shooters.
Here's Braden Smith working his way to the left arc. Coming downhill to feed Jakari Harris. He'll catch and shoot a 3. That one is in and out and in again. Jakari Harris, who shoots only 16% from 3, and Mackey Arena just got a friendly bounce, and he says, I'll take it. Purdue leads 13-6.
Finally, Mackey giving one back to Jakari.
He deserves it. Boilermakers, the 7-point lead, the 12:25 mark. DeVries between the rings. Guarded closely by Braden Smith. Gets a ghost screen from Wilkerson, and then Smith reached as DeVries was trying to drive. That'll be foul number 1 on Braden Smith. Team foul number 2 on the Boilermakers. Omer Meyer will sub in for Purdue, the 6'4" freshman from Tel Aviv, Israel. And Oscar Clough comes right back into the game, replacing Daniel Jacobson. 12:20 to go in the first half. Purdue 13, Indiana 6. And now Indiana brings Nick Dorn back into the game to replace Josiah Miles.
That's the difficulty in guarding a guy like Tucker DeVries. Braden Smith's on him, and he just lift fakes just a little bit.
Conaway will drive to the rim and score, coming downhill, right side of the painted area. Strong take there for Tatum Conaway. He averages 10 a game, and it's 13-8 Purdue.
Rob, I thought I was going to have a little time to get a point in there, and Conaway said, no, I'm just ripping and going hard down the seam. And he attacked with some ferocity there.
He did. Nice looking move there by the IU Hoosier. Here's Clough at the top of the key. Bailey's guarding him. He'll dribble handoff to Braden Smith. He'll shoot from the right wing, 13 feet away, and knock it in. 5 points in a game for Braden Smith. Purdue leads 15-8.
Coach Boehner a little upset with the officiating. They didn't call a travel or anything, thankfully, but he felt like Oscar Clough got manhandled at the top of the key, and there should have been a foul. Almost made him travel.
And I think there was a travel as well, but yeah, they didn't call that. Here's a steal. Braden Smith stole the pass underneath the basket. He'll lead a 3-on-2 break the other way. Braden will stop the fire from 12 feet on the right wing and miss. Rebounded by Wilkerson. Now Indiana's in transition. Wilkerson, right wing, dribbling downhill. Lost the ball, but he got bumped by Jack Benter. Nope, they're going to give the foul instead to Jakari Harris. And we have a timeout on the floor. Purdue 15, Indiana 8 with 11:16 to play in the half. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
At Purdue Polytechnic in Indianapolis, the city is your classroom. Here, you'll study where innovation happens in the heart of Indiana's capital. Explore degrees in construction management, themed entertainment design, interior architecture, cybersecurity, and computer and information technology. Work alongside industry leaders, build your portfolio, and gain the real-world experience that sets you apart. This is where persistent pursuit meets opportunity, right in the center of it all. Purdue Polytechnic in Indianapolis. Industry ready, day one. The Tom Wood Auto Group has been family-owned and operated since 1967, proudly serving Indiana drivers for generations. With over a dozen brands and thousands of vehicles in stock, you'll find the right car, truck, or SUV for your next adventure, all backed by a name you can trust. Wherever you visit us, you'll find the same commitment to quality, integrity, and exceptional service. Visit TomWood.com for any of our convenient locations today. It's all good at Tom Wood. Indiana farmers. Building new markets takes time and pays back dividends with long-term demand for your crops. High oleic soybean oil drives new demand for Indiana soybeans to domestic and international markets. Plus, it's a healthier oil, more desirable to customers. Your checkoff is building this demand right here in Indiana. Purdue Athletics is proud to offer their foods prepared in heart-healthy, high oleic soybean oil this season. Learn more about this oil at incornandsoy.org/premiums. This message was funded by Indiana soybean farmers and their checkoff.
It's designed to let you work more effectively and efficiently, and that's why more professionals go with compact equipment from Bobcat. This is Cole Stalder, your sales specialist for Bobcat of Lafayette. Look no further than Bobcat R-Series, the next revolution in loaders and excavators, engineered to raise the bar when productivity matters the most. So talk to me about product availability and some of our great financing offers. Call me at 765-474-4452 and let me show you the Bobcat advantage.
Purdue 15, Indiana 8. Looking to buy, sell, or build a home, but don't know where to start? Call trusted agents at True Blood Real Estate, the official real estate partner of Purdue Athletics. Rob Blackman here with Bobby Riddell. Sold out Mackey Arena. Purdue's senior class has 108 wins. Pretty impressive over their 4-year career, but only 3 of the 108 have come against Indiana. Bob told you this in the pregame show. Purdue seniors are just 3-4 all-time against the Hoosiers. Trying to even up the series at 4 apiece. A long way to go, though, obviously, in this one. What was your record as a player against Indiana, Bob?
You had to ask.
Because I know you know it off the top of your head. Every Purdue player knows his record against Indiana.
Yeah. Well, when I played, we didn't play them every year.
Right, yeah, that's right.
Home and away like they certainly should. Now it's a protected rivalry. My junior and senior year, we only played them one time. Junior year at Bloomington, senior year at home. My career record was 2-4.
Okay.
We beat them at home my sophomore year and at home my senior year. Lost both my freshman year and then lost one sophomore year and the one junior year at Assembly Hall. The one my junior year was kind of frustrating. We didn't get him at home that year. That was when they had Eric Gordon. We had the baby Boilers.
Yeah.
And we lost a close one there in Assembly Hall. Would have liked to have had a chance at a rebuttal in Mackey Arena that year.
Every time you guys lost, I told Coach Painter, it's because you didn't play buckets more.
That's right, of course.
Come on, man. Indiana, the ball baseline right. Wilkerson to DeVries as we're back to action. He gives it right back to Wilkerson in the right corner. Clough is guarding him. Wilkerson wants to drive him. Does to the right elbow. Shoots a short one and misses it. Rebounded off the front of the iron by Jakari Harris. Purdue wearing black script uniforms tonight. Cursive Purdue across the chest in old gold. Normally wearing these on the road. This is a brand new uniform for Purdue this year. Benter will dribble handoff to Jakari Harris, who's on the right arc. He dribbles to the free throw line. Will stop and pop from 16. It is short, and it's rebounded by Tucker DeVries of Indiana. Here come the Hoosiers on the run. Wilkerson wants to drive, and he was fouled by Jakari Harris. 2 fouls on Jakari, and this will be 2 free throws coming here for Lamar Wilkerson, who is an outstanding offensive player. Already twice this year, he's gone over 40 points. 44 against Penn State, 41 against Oregon. He scored 33 against USC. He's been about as good as you could be offensively this year for the Hoosiers.
He's an explosive offensive talent. He's one of those 3-level scorers. I'm actually stunned as he makes that first free throw. Stunned he missed that pull-up jumper on Oscar Clough the possession before. He had isolation on the mismatch with the center, drove hard to his left and stopped on a dime and created quite a bit of separation from Oscar Clough, but just missed the open pull-up.
He made both foul shots, no surprise there. He's an 88% foul shooter. And it's Purdue 15, Indiana 10 with 10:35 to go in this opening half. Here come the Boilermakers over the 10-second barrier. Braden Smith dribbling with the right hand, guarded by the defender Enright, Connor Enright. Top of the key, a chest pass into the hands here of Clough. He pivots with the ball above his head. Now here's a foul away from the ball as Jack Benter got absolutely clobbered as he was setting a screen. Nick Dorn committing the foul. First on Dorn, team foul number 5 on Indiana. Trey Kaufman-Renn is going to sub back into the game. He'll replace Jack Benter. And Purdue has the ball in the front court as we resume action. Here's a back cut underneath the basket to Cox, but he had nowhere to go, so he had to kick it out now to Omer Meyer. Meyer will rise to shoot from 15, miss it long. Rebounded Trey Kaufman-Renn in traffic. How about TKR? Keeps the possession alive for the Boilermakers. Inside to Clough, and he was fouled from Alexis. Indiana has committed 16 fouls. They have 6 different players with 1 foul apiece. Purdue inbounds baseline left. Trey Kaufman-Renn, offensive rebound, keeps the possession alive here. See if Purdue can take advantage. Inbounder Braden Smith throws it way out high on the left arc where it's caught by Clough. Clough is going to pivot, give it right back to Braden Smith, who's dribbling downhill, and he was fouled by Enright. Enright's second foul, and this was in the act of shooting, and this will be 2 foul shots for Braden Smith. Braden, an 86% foul shooter in Big Ten competition. And Enright pleading his case to official Paul Zell, saying, I did not foul. Enright will exit the game now with 2 fouls, replaced by Connerway, after Braden Smith shoots this first foul shot. First one on the way, good. 6 points in the game for Braden Smith.
Braden there on the drive, just using the intelligence factor as Enright's kind of riding him on his left hip. As Braden goes into that shooting motion, he kind of rips that ball up through where he feels like Enright's arms are going to be. And Enright did a decent job of trying to be straight up, but Braden just had good savvy for finding the contact there with that ball going up.
Last year in this building, Braden had 24 points, 7 assists against the Hoosiers. Currently, he has 7 points. Connerway will drive, throws it inside to Alexis, attack the basket, and the shot was blocked by Oscar Clough. Oh, what a stop at the rim by Clough, coming up with a block shot, his 19th block of the season.
Braden did make that second free throw as well.
Inside it goes to Kaufman-Renn, spinning to the left shoulder, banking it in from the right block. Trey Kaufman-Renn has 4 points. Purdue leads 19-10.
TKR in any one-on-one matchup, you're going to like his chances, and he just drop steps to the baseline side over the left shoulder with the hook off glass.
DeVries from 18 feet scoring as he stepped inside of the arc. Tucker DeVries already has 8 points. He scored 9 for the entire game against Purdue in Bloomington.
He's by far been their best player, and that was terrific off-ball movement by DeVries to get free for the mid-range.
He has 8 of their 12, does DeVries. Omer Meyer, right elbow, shot fake. Now he'll shoot it, and he'll knock it in. What a beautiful shot fake that allowed the defender to go flying by. Purdue's up 21-12.
It's almost like he's watched Braden Smith play a couple times this year.
Connerway to the right block, to Alexis dribbling right arc. He wants to give it right back to Connerway, who gives it right back to Alexis, who dives to the bucket and dunks it home. Good little 2-man game there from the Hoosiers. First scoring of the game for Alexis. Purdue leads 21-14.
Well, poor help side defense by Purdue, but a great job by Alexis slipping out of that potential ball screen. And it was a great find from Connerway on that kind of angle cut there from the three-point line.
8:02 to go in the first half. Shot clock at 10 for the Boilermakers. Into the hands of Kaufman-Renn, left block. Working man for man against DeVries. Shooting with a right hook shot and scoring, and then punching launching his right fist into the air, celebrating the bucket. Purdue leads 23-14.
Well, TK might have got away with a little bit of an extra step, but hey, if they don't call it, that's not a travel. Big-time hook shot there.
Conaway inside of the left arc, dribbling with the left hand to DeVries, driving, shooting a floater, no good, loose on the floor, foul on the Boilermakers. It looked like Omer Meyer went too aggressively for a defensive rebound, and that is indeed who gets tagged with a personal. Purdue 23, Indiana 14 at the 7:34 mark. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Franciscan Health is proud to be the official medical provider for Purdue Athletics. Does a sudden sports injury have you on the bench? We can assist. Franciscan Health sports medicine specialists have mastered a team approach to sports injuries. You'll have access to a network of orthopedic professionals, rehabilitation services, and highly advanced technologies and treatments to get you back out on the field. To learn more, visit franciscanhealth.org/sportsmedicine. At Indiana Packers, just 20 miles down the road from Mackey Arena, we're not just really good Indiana kitchen bacon makers.
We're Purdue alumni.
We're student interns.
We're student parents. We're fans.
We're season ticket holders.
We're John Purdue Club members. We're boilermakers.
Our Indiana Packers products like Indiana Kitchen Bacon, Kentucky Legend Ham, and other premium pork products are more than just locally made. They are boiler made.
Indiana Packers is a proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics.
We know to contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before every dig. But did you also know spraying a white line around the area you plan to dig means utility flags will only go in that area? Fewer flags in the yard? Easier mowing? Everybody wins.
Everybody except my kid. I don't want to mow the yard.
Everybody except for your kid wins. Contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before picking up the shovel. It's the only way to dig. Learn more at 811.safedigindiana.com.
You've worked hard, and you've got what it takes. Purdue Global was built specifically for working adults, so earning a degree you can be proud of is achievable. If you want to start right away, you can. New terms start every month. If you want to go fast, you can. Some of our degrees offer an accelerated Excel track. If you want to go slow, you can. Our advisors can guide you. Whatever you're balancing, Purdue Global is invested in your success. Now is your chance to prove you've got what it takes. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
This is PJ Thompson, and you're listening to Purdue Basketball.
PJ was a guest on the pregame show. Purdue fans, your new favorite podcast has arrived to check out For Pete's Sake, presented by Tom Wood Group. It's the official podcast of Purdue Athletics. Joey Molinaro's the star of the show. I do my best to help him along. New episodes always available on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and the Purdue Sports app. Or just go to purduesports.com/podcast to learn more. Purdue has out-rebounded Indiana early 9-5. Purdue has only turned it over 3 times to Indiana's 4 giveaways. And Purdue's up 23-14 at the 7:34 mark.
Rob, don't sell yourself short on the For Pete's Sake spot because you're Indiana Broadcaster of the Year.
Yes, I am.
So I don't think Joey's won any of those.
And I only have like 45,000 less followers on Twitter.
Oh, yeah, he's got that edge on you for sure.
something like
if
that.
It's a popularity contest, you might be in trouble.
I'm in big trouble. Looks like, and yes, Darren DeVries is going to roll the dice. He's going to put his point guard, Connor Enright, back on the floor, playing with 2 fouls. Purdue's playing with C.J. Cox, Fletcher Lawyer, Trey Kaufman-Renn, Jack Benter, and Omer Meyer. That means, of course, Purdue's point guard, Braden Smith, is on the bench getting a rest. Indiana inbounds baseline right here with Lamar Wilkerson serving as the trigger man. Throws it way out to the high left arc. Enright with the catch. He gives it right back to Wilkerson, who's now left arc. He dribbles left baseline, guarded by Trey Kaufman-Renn. Cut off at the block, back to Enright, right back to Wilkerson. Wilkerson faking a 3. Trey Kaufman-Renn trying to take up his space. Now he has space, but missed a 3 short. It's loose on the floor. Underneath the bucket, somehow Jack Benter came out of there with it. 2 red shirts had him gobbled up, and somehow Jack came away with that loose ball rebound. Good work by Benter. Purdue the ball right to left. Here's Omer Meyer running the point currently for Purdue, with Braden Smith on the bench getting a blow. Trey Coffin-Wren wants to back down Alexis from the left block. Here he goes, spins to the right shoulder, and he was hammered, and he makes the bucket as well. Banking it in for the left side of the bucket. 8 points for Trey Coffin-Wren. He's headed to the line for an and one. Purdue's Degree Plus gives students the chance to earn a Bachelor of Science and one from the College of Liberal Arts, both in 4 years. Check out the Liberal Arts Degree Plus and see if and one is right for you.
Well, the advantage there of this smaller lineup giving Trey Coffin-Wren at the center position more space to maneuver with 4 shooters around him. That gives him kind of the entire arsenal he can go to, and that time he goes to the counter move with the spin baseline.
And makes the free throw. The 64% foul shooter completes the and one. Purdue has its largest lead of the game at 26-14. Enright, left to right, guarded closely by Meyer. Now IU puts the ball into motion by giving it to Wilkerson, top of the key. Left side to Miles. He'll drive, and he tried to leave it down low for a teammate, Bailey, who scores from the left side of the bucket with a bank shot. First scoring of the game for the 6'10 senior, Reed Bailey, who's originally from Harvard, Massachusetts.
Purdue initially looked like they were going to drop down and take away that pass, but as Bailey corralled it, kind of the seas parted, and a couple Boilers left him for the lay-in.
Homer Meyer between the circles. Wants a screen from Benter, gets it. Shoots a three, top of the key, in and out, no good. A foul away from the ball. This one's going against Indiana's Josiah Miles. Both Miles and Benter fell to the ground underneath the basket. Foul goes against Miles, his first, and this will be a 1-and-1 for Jack Benter, who's a 53% foul shooter. Interesting for Jack, he shoots 43% from three, just 53% from the foul line.
Just one of the wilder stats. It's really super small volume, but crazy nonetheless.
Well, he missed that one off the front. And it's rebounded by Reed Bailey in Indiana. So Purdue comes away empty. That was team foul number 9 on the Hoosiers, by the way. Under 6 minutes to go in this first half. Indiana the ball. DeVries, left corner, guarded by Benter. Tries to rip through. Tries to back him down to the block. And will lob for a teammate. Oh, he had a foul before the lob was attempted. They say Benter was being too physical with DeVries. Team foul number 5 on the Boilermakers. Make it team foul number 6, excuse me. And the first foul on Jack Benter.
I'm not entirely sure what Jack's supposed to do. Is he just supposed to let DeVries cave him in? Like, DeVries is firing his shoulder equally into Jack.
Yeah, that one I thought probably is best served as a no call. That's just two guys really going at one another. Shoulder into the sternum of Benter, but Benter got tagged with a foul. Indiana tries to take advantage here at the 5:45 mark. DeVries dribbling left baseline. Tried to throw it inside where it was stolen. Stolen by Jack Benter after it went through the hands of Miles. Excellent defense by Benter to come away with a pilfer. And now Purdue the ball right to left. Homer Meyer wants to drive into the paint, and he drew the foul. Are they going to count the basket or no? Hold on, everybody. Let's see. I don't think they're going to count the bucket. They will not. But it will be a 2-shot opportunity, and that's on Enright, his 3rd foul. The starting point guard for Indiana, Connor Enright, now with 3 fouls and 2 foul shots coming for Purdue freshman Homer Meyer.
Purdue went empty side pick and roll. One of the Purdue perimeter players, C.J. Cox, had originally sprinted to the right corner. Homer Meyer and Coffin-Wren signaled for him to clear out, so they had that whole right side to go pick and roll as Meyer makes the first free throw. And then that allowed some space there for that dive by Coffin-Wren. A lot of the attention goes that way, and that gave Homer just enough space to get into the paint.
Homer Meyer, 64% foul shooter. Tonight he's 1 for 1. Where's number 17 on the black uniform? Shot up, made it. 4 points in a game for Meyer. Purdue's lead is 28-16. Homer Meyer comes to the bench to a round of applause, replaced by Braden Smith. Enright goes to the bench for Indiana with 3 fouls. That means Conaway will be the point guard with this group of 5. Conaway, no look pass and a dunk coming in. Reed Bailey from the left wing. Well, Conaway says, hey, I can handle the point guard. That didn't seem to be that hard. Nice pocket pass there. Purdue's up 28-18.
You said it, Earl. That pocket pass was a thing of beauty, and Bailey had a ton of head of steam to go downhill.
Braden Smith, left baseline, falling away. He somehow makes that shot every stinking game. 10-foot fall away. Purdue's up 30-18. Conaway, perimeter left, just outside of the arc, guarded by Lawyer. Wants to drive, Lawyer. Stops on the left block. Pivots, gives it way out high to Bailey. He'll hand to DeVries. DeVries back to Conaway. Three from the left wing is no good, but rebounded by Bailey in the right corner. A reload here for Indiana. Bailey pushed off with the left shoulder, and Trey Kaufman-Renn took the brunt of it. That's another Indiana turnover, and it's the second foul against Reed Bailey.
Bailey just a little bit too enthused about the offensive rebound he got. And then he had some space there on the right short corner and just kind of got a little bit too excited and just tried to drive extremely hard downhill. And Trey Kaufman-Renn moving his feet, takes that lowered shoulder and flies kind of out of the picture. And thankfully the refs reward that with an offensive foul.
Purdue the ball here after the 6th turnover of the game by Indiana. They averaged 10 turnovers per contest. Now a foul on the ball. Guarding too closely was Miles on Braden Smith. Way out on the right arc, 35 feet from the basket.
That's a brutal nickel dimer there by Miles. You got to be aware that your team is in the bonus, or Purdue's in the bonus.
Double bonus, yeah.
Double bonus. And I understand you want to get out there and apply some pressure to Braden Smith, make him work, make him uncomfortable. But you can't pick up a foul that far away from the basket when your team's in the double bonus.
First foul shot is good. Already 10 points in the game for Braden Smith. He had 20 in the game Tuesday night against Michigan, but all 20 of them came in the second half. He was scoreless in the first half. He'll dribble once, he'll let it fly, he'll make it. Purdue's up 32-18. 4:23 to play. We're in the first half at Purdue's Mackey Arena. Oscar Clough is sub back in, so now Trey Kaufman-Renn goes back to the 4 with Clough playing the 5. Carnaway will drive, kick it right wing for a 3 from Miles. Good. Are you kidding me? Josiah Miles this year has made 5 threes. 5. 2 of them have come against Purdue. What?
Unbelievable. Purdue just, that's a horse shot. That is completely wide open. He is a Division I player.
He made it look easy. Here's Lawyer scoring. He was on the right side of the painted area, 10 feet away. He did a little fall away jumper of his own. I didn't know he had it in his bag, as Bailey is fouled in transition by Purdue's Oscar Clough. Timeout on the floor. Fletcher Lawyer has 7 points. That means he's 1 point away from tying Vince Edwards for the 18th place all-time scoring leaders of Purdue basketball. Purdue leads 34-21 with 3:42 to go in the half. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
We know to contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before every dig. But did you also know spraying a white line around the area you plan to dig means utility flags will only go in that area? Fewer flags in the yard? Easier mowing? Everybody wins.
Everybody except my kid. I don't want to mow the yard.
Everybody except for your kid wins. Contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before picking up a shovel. It's the only way to dig. Learn more at 811.safedigindiana.com.
Winter got you cooped up inside looking for some fun? Then grab the new 7 scratch-offs from the Hoosier Lottery. With instant fun and prizes up to $570,000. It's the perfect way to brighten these winter days. So put down the puzzles, try on a fresh pair of sweatpants, and come out to play Indiana with the new 7 scratch-offs from the Hoosier Lottery. Champions of play. Must be 18 or older to play. Please play responsibly.
At Electric Plus, our mission is simple: to be the best electrical contractor in Indiana. From new construction to modernization, commercial, industrial, and service repair, we lead the way with quality and innovation. We're proud to be locally owned and 100% employee-owned through our ESOP, giving every team member a personal stake in delivering exceptional service. With offices in Lafayette, Avon, Kokomo, and Bloomington, we serve our communities with pride, offering 24/7 emergency coverage when it matters most. Visit electricplus.com to learn more. And always, boiler up.
Keep winter where it belongs. On the road, not on your ride. Tsunami Express Car Wash blasts away snow, salt, slush, and grime for longest lasting shine and protection. Plus, free vacuums and DIY detailing tools make it easy to get rid of all that tracked in salt and winter grime. Get your first wash free when you sign up online at tsunamiexpress.com. Proud partner of Purdue Athletics.
3:42 remaining in the first half. Purdue 34, Indiana 21. Listen to all things college sports, including live games and talk, on SiriusXM College Sports Radio, Channel 84, and streaming on the SiriusXM app. Rob Blackman with Bobby Riddell. You know, one of the real advantages Indiana had in that first game back on January 27th, the three-point shooting. If you remember, in the first half of that game, Indiana shot 20 threes. They only took 28 shots total, but 20 of them were threes. So far in this game, Bob, with 3:42 left in the first half, Indiana's only attempted 7 three-point shots.
Purdue has done a substantially better job so far in the first half of this game, just being there on the catch, contesting, not allowing easy catch and shoot threes for their best players at least. We just talked about how Miles had a horse shot, just uncontested, but he's a guy that just based on a stat standpoint, if there is a breakdown and you have to provide help, you're going to sell out and leave him, and that's what happened in that particular situation. But when it comes to DeVries, Wilkerson, Nick Dorn, I mean, Nick Dorn hit 4 threes against Purdue that first game. He hasn't even taken a shot yet this game, let alone a three-pointer. DeVries has made both of his threes, but one of them was extremely contested off the catch on the move. The other one was from super deep over the top of Daniel Jacobson. And then the third guy, Lamar Wilkerson, 0 for 2, and both of his misses have been contested.
Reed Bailey's foul line right for Indiana as we resume action. And he's a 77% foul shooter, but he misses the first opportunity. Bailey, 6'10" senior. Last year was playing for Davidson. Was all Atlantic 10 first teamer for Davidson. Second foul shot for Bailey. Good, he makes 1 of 2. 5 points in the game for Bailey. Purdue 34, Indiana 22. Braden Smith will walk it over the timeline right to left, wearing his bronze-colored sneakers tonight. High right wing catch for Clough, guarded by Bailey. Dribble hand off to Lawyer. Lawyer fakes the 3, now to Trey Kaufman-Renn, who swings it further left wing into the hands of Braden Smith. Shot clock at 10. Smith will rise from 15, falling away. Got the friendly bounce. Braden Smith having himself quite an evening already. Purdue leading 36-22. Smith has 13 points. Conaway will lob for Bailey, who came in from the left corner, catches and dunks. 7 points for Reed Bailey. Can't help up off the baseline or you get dunked on.
Well, that one starts with Braden Smith. Braden gambles on the initial pass back towards the top, and he misses the ball, and that allowed Conaway to get downhill.
Here's Braden Smith with the ball offensively. Pocket pass, Trey Kaufman-Renn. He was driving, lost it, got it back somehow, some way, shoots and scores. Foul on Tucker DeVries. Sometimes better lucky than good, because Trey Kaufman-Renn was all out of sorts, but that ball popped right back into his stomach. He laid it into the basket and got fouled to boot.
Sometimes it helps to be fumbling, bumbling, stumbling. Yes. All of that fumbling and bumbling, it caused the IU defense to get out of sorts. And once Trey was able to recover it, they lost kind of their discipline as far as their defensive positioning goes, and it allowed Trey just to spin baseline the side that he wanted to go to begin with, and then finish with a strong right hand through contact.
Trey at the line for an and one. He made it. Purdue's Degree Plus gives students the chance to earn a Bachelor of Science and one from the College of Liberal Arts, both in 4 years. See if and one's right for you. Purdue's largest lead at 39-24. A lob to Bailey. He was fouled by Jakari Harris. That's bad news. That's 3 fouls on Jakari. Bailey had the mismatch at 6'10", Jakari at 6'3". And as the ball was being lobbed to Bailey, Jakari fouled. Jakari will go to the bench, replaced by Omer Meyer with 2:32 to go. And we'll have a 1-and-1 here for Reed Bailey of the Hoosiers.
Tough day for Jakari. Right when he finally gets a 3 to go down in Mackey Arena, poor guy can't avoid the foul trouble bugaboo.
Bailey, foul line right, made that one. Told you a moment ago, 77% foul shooter. In this game, he's 2 of 3. And he'll have one more. He wears number 1 on the crimson-colored uniform. Dribbles twice, bends the knees, lets it fly, left it short. Rebounded by Purdue's Oscar Clough. Indiana 4 of 6 at the foul line. Purdue very good, 10 of 11 at the foul line in this first 18 minutes. Purdue now, is this a 2-3 zone? It looks like it is. A three from Braden Smith, in and out, no good, and a push off by Dorn will send Trey Kaufman-Renn to the foul line. Well, Darren DeVries is quite upset, but once he sees it on film, he won't be. I saw that one cleanly. Dorn just put two hands in the lower back of Trey Kaufman-Renn and shoved him out of the way.
And Trey had the inside position. We had a much better angle of the actual shove than the IU bench probably had. From their vantage point, I'm sure it didn't look as egregious, but we had a pretty good look, and there was definitely a shove in the back.
Free throw good. Trey Kaufman-Renn, who had 23 points against Indiana in the game in Bloomington. Trey right now has 13 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. His running mate, Braden Smith, 13 points, 2 assists. Fletcher Lawyer, 7 points. Free throw good for Trey Kaufman-Renn. Trey's 4 of 4 at the foul line tonight. Purdue's up 41-25 with 2:05 to play. Conaway, right elbow, stops, leans in, somehow made the bucket. Both Clough and Braden Smith had him trapped, and then they both just stepped away. I'm not certain why, and Conaway said thank you very much for the bucket.
Well, that's why Purdue defensively so often when that ball breaks past the free throw line, they will do what they call a veer, where they'll switch, and it's clear and defined. Right there, neither guy really knew once it got deep who should be cutting off the ball handler, and allowed the lay-in.
Here's the ball thrown inside to Clough, who scores an 8-footer right in front of the bucket. Indiana went 2-3 zone, and Purdue threw it right into the heart of the zone, and Clough scored. 90 seconds remaining. Purdue up 43-27. Conaway blocked at the rim, but they'll call goaltending. Oscar Clough thought he had a clean block. The officials say otherwise. 4 in a row for Conaway. Purdue up 43-29 with 1:24 to go. First half, Mackey Arena sold out for the 104th straight time. Boilermakers, number 2 in the country, adjusted offensive efficiency. They have 43 first half points. A three from Lawyer on the deep right wing is a triple time. Make it 46 first half points.
Well, if you're going to play a zone defense, I would at least mark Fletcher Lawyer on the first pass. Huge mistake there from the Hoosiers.
Miles a three in the right corner, no good. Weak side rebound, Clough. We're under a minute remaining. Braden Smith wants to push the tempo quickly right to left. Well, I told you in the first half, Indiana rarely plays zone. I think now we see why. Braden Smith turned it over, tried to dribble through a double team, stolen by Reed Bailey. Here comes DeVries, driving in, stripped away at the left block. He got it back to Tucker DeVries. Now inside to Miles, kick it right arc. He'll give it into the hands of Bailey. Bailey drives in and had it stolen. He got into the middle of the paint, and a double down by the Boilermakers. Omer Meyer stole the ball. Purdue can hold for the final shot of the first half. 7 first half turnovers on Indiana.
What great instincts there by Omer Meyer off the ball to dig down and scrape that ball from Reed Bailey on the dribble.
10 seconds remaining. Here's Trey Kaufman-Renn working on Dorn. Right block, spinning, shooting. He was fouled. The ball trickles off the right side of the rim. Foul on Dorn will be his 3rd. So 2 starters for Indiana, Enright and Dorn, both with 3 fouls. And with 6 seconds remaining in this first half, Trey Kaufman-Renn will go to the foul line, where he's already 4 for 4 tonight, and he has 14 points. You think this game's important to the Purdue seniors? Kaufman-Renn 14 points, Smith 13 points, Lawyer 10. And a free throw missed off the back of the iron by Trey Kaufman-Renn.
You're right, the seniors have definitely stepped up in a big way, certainly from a scoring standpoint here in this first half, and that's critical. These guys, they don't want to finish their careers with a losing record to the hated rival.
Purdue seniors are 3 and 4 all time against Indiana. Oh, he missed them both. Trey left the second one short. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. DeVries gives it up at the horn. This will count if it goes, and it goes. A Nick Dorn 3 for Indiana. For the moment, counts from the left wing. But the officials immediately said, we're going to take a look just to be sure. It felt like watching it live as it happened. It got off his fingertips in time. But the officials take a second look. If it counts, oh, I don't know, Bob. On second glance, looking at a replay monitor, this one's not going to count. It's not going to count. So it'll be 46-29, Purdue leading at halftime. That's what we think anyway. Obviously, our opinion doesn't count for much. We'll tell you the official ruling when we come back. Our halftime report brought to you by Country Financial begins in a moment. Worry less, feel more confident with auto and home insurance designed to meet your needs. That's Country Financial, and indeed the officials have waved off the bucket. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
At Electric Plus, our mission is simple: to be the best electrical contractor in Indiana. From new construction to modernization, commercial, industrial, and service repair, we lead the way with quality and innovation. We're proud to be locally owned and 100% employee-owned through our ESOP, giving every team member a personal stake in delivering exceptional service. With offices in Lafayette, Avon, Kokomo, and Bloomington, we serve our communities with pride, offering 24/7 emergency coverage when it matters most. Visit electricplus.com to learn more. And always, boiler up.
Winter got you cooped up inside looking for some fun? Then grab the new 7 scratch-offs from the Hoosier Lottery. With instant fun and prizes up to $570,000. It's the perfect way to brighten these winter days. So put down the puzzles, try on a fresh pair of sweatpants, and come out to play Indiana with the new 7 scratch-offs from the Hoosier Lottery. Champions of play. Must be 18 or older to play. Please play responsibly.
You've worked hard, and you've got what it takes. Purdue Global was built specifically for working adults, so earning a degree you can be proud of is achievable. If you want to start right away, you can. New terms start every month. If you want to go fast, you can. Some of our degrees offer an accelerated Excel track. If you want to go slow, you can. Our advisors can guide you. Whatever you're balancing, Purdue Global is invested in your success. Now is your chance to prove you've got what it takes. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
Keystone Cooperative understands that your family matters most, which is why safety is our top priority. Our commitment to serving the local community is all about being an active part of the places we call home. By choosing Keystone Seriously Local Propane, you are supporting local communities and helping us make an impact where it matters most, right here at home. Keystone Cooperative, Seriously Local Propane, and proud to back the Boilermakers.
On the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield, Boilermaker basketball is brought to you by Indiana Kitchen Premium Pork Products. Get to know us at indianakitchen.com. Purdue Boilermaker basketball is on the air. This is the Boilermaker Halftime Show.
It's Purdue 46, Indiana 29. Our halftime report brought to you by Country Financial. Rob Blackman with Bobby Riddell. Purdue trailed by 11 at halftime in Bloomington. Tonight, a much better first 20 minutes with the Boilermakers leading by 17. We'll tell you how they got there after we pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Boilermaker basketball from Learfield. Purdue 46, Indiana 29. Rob Blackman, Bobby Riddell, on-site audio engineer Wes Scott. Purdue's senior class, if you count Oscar Clough, the senior transfer, 39 points. 39 of the 46. 14 from Trey Coffin-Wren, 13 from Braden Smith, 10 from Fletcher Lawyer. That certainly has helped. But the other big difference, and we talked about this coming out of the last media timeout, the fact that Indiana only got up 8 threes, making 3 of the 8, and 2 of those came from Josiah. 3 of those came from Josiah Miles. 3 of the attempts, a guy who rarely shoots threes. I think Purdue defensively going to be pretty happy with how they defended the three-point line.
Completely agree. I think Purdue did a really nice job defending the perimeter in this game. Like you said, just allowing 8 three-point attempts, that's pretty phenomenal considering that's what this IU team really wants to do offensively, is launch from 3 with their top three-point shooters. That Dorn 3 being called off at the buzzer was certainly huge because that's one less three-point attempt and make that ends up transpiring. They're losing the three-point battle 4 makes to 3 makes right now. They're just not going to beat this team here in Mackey Arena if they're not going to come out and win the three-point battle decisively. They won it by 15 points in Mackey Arena in Assembly Hall by 5 more made threes. So really love what Purdue's doing defensively, taking away IU's biggest strength.
Again, in the first half, January 27th in Bloomington, Indiana attempted 23-point shots, made 8 of them. Still 20 minutes to go here. Purdue's up 46-29 as we take a short timeout. This is the Country Financial Halftime Report. I'll have the first half statistics for you, presented by Ruoff Home Mortgage. When we return, this is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Lafayette Limo, family-owned, women-owned, serving Greater Lafayette for over 33 years. Shuttles to and from Indianapolis and O'Hare airports 365 days a year. Make your reservations now at LafayetteLimo.com. Charters of all sizes anywhere in the continental USA. Lafayette Limo, proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics.
Just sit back and let us drive. There's no need to compromise. Your ride to relaxation, Lafayette Limo.
If your company is seeking to relocate or expand quickly, Hancock County, Indiana has a wide variety of business sites, including 4 shovel-ready certified silver business parks, plus higher than normal broadband capacity with an extensive fiber network with more than 2,000 miles of lines. Connecting opportunity with success. Contact the Hancock County Economic Development Council at www.hancockedc.com or at 317-477-7241.
Keep winter where it belongs. On the road, not on your ride. Tsunami Express Car Wash blasts away snow, salt, slush, and grime for longest lasting shine and protection. Plus, free vacuums and DIY detailing tools make it easy to get rid of all that tracked in salt and winter grime. Get your first wash free when you sign up online at tsunamiexpress.com. Proud partner of Purdue Athletics.
Franciscan Health is proud to be the official medical provider for Purdue Athletics. Does a sudden sports injury have you on the bench? We can assist. Franciscan Health sports medicine specialists have mastered a team approach to sports injuries. You'll have access to a network of orthopedic professionals, rehabilitation services, and highly advanced technologies and treatments to get you back out on the field. To learn more, visit franciscanhealth.org/sportsmedicine. This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Purdue University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Halftime at Purdue's Mackey Arena. Purdue leading Indiana 46-29. And this is tonight's halftime report. It's brought to you by Country Financial. Let's take a look at the first half stats presented by Ruoff Mortgage. Ruoff Mortgage is your local lender, ready to help make your dream home a reality. To start your journey home, visit ruoff.com. That's RUOFF.com. Indiana in the first half actually shot it okay, 11 of 22. That's obviously a 50% mark. They were 3 of 8 from 3, not terrible, 37.5%. Better than their per season average in the Big Ten. But again, they only had 8 opportunities going 3 of 8. Indiana was 4 of 6 at the foul line. Indiana only had 8 total rebounds and just 1 offensively. Indiana led in scoring by Tucker DeVries with 8 points and Reed Bailey, who added 8 points off the bench. 7 turnovers for the Hoosiers. They had 7 assists on the 11 made buckets. Tate and Connerway had 5 of the 7. No steals, no blocks for Indiana. Boilermakers were 15 of 24 from the floor. That's an impressive 62.5%. Purdue was 4 of 7 from 3, 57%. And Purdue really got busy at the foul line. 12 of 15 at the foul line, the Boilermakers. Purdue 12 rebounds, 2 offensively. Boilermakers only turned it over 4 times, had 10 points on the 10 assists on the 15 made buckets. 3 assists for Oscar Clough, 3 for Braden Smith. Purdue had 4 steals, 1 block shot. That came from Oscar Clough. Purdue's leading scorers, Trey Coughlin-Wren, 14 points. Braden Smith, 13 points. Fletcher Lawyer with 10 points. Purdue leads 46-29 at the halftime horn here at Mackey Arena. Good to see former Boilermaker Todd Mitchell in the house tonight. When we come back, Bobby Riddell has a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. It's our halftime report brought to you by Country Financial. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
At Electric Plus, our mission is simple: to be the best electrical contractor in Indiana. From new construction to modernization, commercial, industrial, and service repair, we lead the way with quality and innovation. We're proud to be locally owned and 100% employee-owned through our ESOP, giving every team member a personal stake in delivering exceptional service. With offices in Lafayette, Avon, Kokomo, and Bloomington, we serve our communities with pride, offering 24/7 emergency coverage when it matters most. Visit electricplus.com to learn more. And always, boiler up.
It's Truck Month with the Ford Crew.
Care for a Truck Month trivia contest, Sam?
Ooh, you know I can't resist, Hank.
Okay, fact. Truck Month happens only once a year.
Fact. It's the best time to buy a new Ford truck.
Fact. Ford F-Series is the best-selling lineup of trucks in America for 49 years.
Fact. America loves Ford Truck Month.
Fact. I agree with that fact.
Based on 1977 to 2025 CY Industry reported total sales.
Boilermaker fans, you have the power to save lives. Did you know that just one organ donor can save 8 lives? And the need for life-saving organ donations is real. There are more than 100,000 people waiting right now. Here at Purdue, we believe in rising to the challenge, on the field, in the classroom, and in our communities. So why not rise to one more? Visit DonateLifeIndiana.org to sign up as an organ donor today. Let saying yes to organ donation be your next giant leap.
Attention fans, do you want a chance to win tickets to see the Boilermakers take on the Michigan State Spartans on February 26th? Winner gets 2 tickets, hospitality passes, VIP parking, and a signed basketball. All you have to do is register at PurdueSports.com/basketballVIP and register by February 17th for a chance to win this amazing opportunity, brought to you by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and Purdue Athletics.
Welcome back to Mackey Arena. Purdue leading this game against the Indiana Hoosiers at the half, 46-29. Time now to take a look at some out-of-town scores. Not a lot of top 25 games being played here this evening. 2 other ones on the docket. 18th ranked St. Louis hosting VCU after trailing in the first half. They now lead late in this game by a sizable margin, 84-69, with under 2 minutes to go. That game finishing up on ESPN2 at the moment. Then the other ranked team playing this evening, 22nd ranked Miami, Ohio, the only undefeated team left in America, is leading at home against Bowling Green, 29-21. 7 minutes to go in the first half. That game currently airing on CBS Sports Network. Some other Division I games being played this evening. Iona leads St. Peter's in overtime with 2:51 to go. Iona leads 67-61. Siena leads Merrimack 41-37, 18:20 to go in the second half. The Ball State Cardinals fell at home 78-65 against Akron. In the Ivy League, Brown defeats Princeton at home 80-71. Detroit Mercy defeats Milwaukee 91-86. Canisius wins on the road at Rider 72-66. Marist defeats Manhattan 84-70. Fairfield defeats Sacred Heart at home 78-68. Green Bay defeats Oakland 73-68, and Mount St. Mary's defeats Niagara 76-63. We will have second half action when we return. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Boilermaker fans, keep your eyes on the court and on your vision. Evans & Taylor Eye Care Group and Neo Vision Optical are proud to be the official eye care provider of Purdue Athletics. Get advanced eye exams and vision testing at 15 Indiana locations, plus a wide selection of contacts, glasses, and sunglasses. Evans & Taylor Eye Care Group and Neo Vision Optical will help you see every game clearly. Visit eteyecare.com to schedule your appointment today. Evans & Taylor Eye Care Group and Neo Vision Optical, where Boilermakers go for better vision.
Boilermaker fans, you have the power to save lives. Did you know that just one organ donor can save 8 lives? And the need for life-saving organ donations is real. There are more than 100,000 people waiting right now. Here at Purdue, we believe in rising to the challenge, on the field, in the classroom, and in our communities. So why not rise to one more? Visit DonateLifeIndiana.org to sign up as an organ donor today. Let saying yes to organ donation be your next giant leap.
Boiler up, farmers! As Purdue dominates the court this year, BW Fusion is helping Indiana farmers dominate their fields. We're farmer first, delivering crop nutrition products and data designed for one thing: doing more with less. Less in, more out. That's not just a tagline, it's how we farm now. So whether you're at Mackey or in the Combine, team up with BW Fusion and start growing smarter. Visit bwfusion.com to learn more.
At Purdue Polytechnic in Indianapolis, the city is your classroom. Here, you'll study where innovation happens in the heart of Indiana's capital. Explore degrees in construction management, themed entertainment design, interior architecture, cybersecurity, and computer and information technology. Work alongside industry leaders, build your portfolio, and gain the real-world experience that sets you apart. This is where persistent pursuit meets opportunity, right in the center of it all. Purdue Polytechnic in Indianapolis. Industry ready, day one.
Just about time to begin the second half. Purdue leading Indiana 46-29. Rob Blackman and Bobby Riddell courtside at Mackey Arena, the home of Purdue basketball. Indiana has the ball to start the second half. Couple of significant historical notes from the first half. Braden Smith passes Robbie Hummel for 11th place all-time in the history of scoring in the history of Purdue basketball. Fletcher Lawyer bypasses Vince Edwards for 18th place. How about that? 2 guys in his senior class, top 20 all-time scorers in the history of Purdue basketball. Wow.
That's some awesome stuff. And Robbie Hummel and Vince Edwards, those 2 guys they passed. 2 of the better Purdue players under Coach Painter for sure.
Braden over 1,700 points, Fletch over 1,600. Indiana right to left as we get things cooking here in the second half. A 3 from Wilkerson, missed right wing. Rebounded in the far right corner by Purdue's Braden Smith. Boilermakers now left to right. Purdue wears black here at home tonight. Errant pass picked up by Fletcher Lawyer, left wing. C.J. Cox almost turned it over. Here's Trey Kaufman-Renn. Has the ball on the left block, working on DeVries, shoots in, scores, just muscling right through him for a 6-foot bucket.
It's just so tough to defend. I mean, TKR just fires that shoulder into his sternum to create the separation.
16 in the game for TKR. DeVries a 3 at the other end, answers. He got open for a triple, knocked it home. That is, for Tucker DeVries, his 3rd made 3 of the game. He has 11 points. Purdue leads 48-32.
DeVries so good shooting off the catch and off the move. Right there, sprinting off screening action to the top of the key.
C.J. Cox left elbow, left it short. Rebounded out of there by Connor Enright, the 6'1 redshirt senior who had 3 first-half fouls. Here's Enright driving to the free throw line, keeps coming downhill, got underneath the bucket, dribbles out of there. Still trying to find someone to pass it to, gives to Wilkerson. Wilkerson drives into the middle of the paint, loose on the floor, and Trey Kaufman-Renn dove on it and took it away. Purdue with a takeaway on the defensive end. It's our hustle play of the game, presented by Republic Airways. Here's a 3 from Fletcher. Lawyer, a triple time, a straightaway to Lippon.
Well, Fletch says, I'm also a guy that can shoot that thing pretty well off the catch and off the move. What a find from Smith.
Purdue up 51-32 on Indiana. Enright in the right corner. Drives himself to the right arc. Now bounces it to Alexis, who's on the right block. He'll kick it out for a Wilkerson 3. No good. I beg your pardon. That was Dorn. Missed a 3 on the right wing. Rebounded by Purdue's C.J. Cox. Braden Smith coming in from the right baseline. No look pass to the left corner. Fletcher Lawyer, a triple. Timeout, Indiana. The no-look pass leads to the 4th made triple of the game for Fletcher Lawyer. And Mackey Arena has erupted. Purdue 54, Indiana 32. Timeout. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Whether you're cheering for the Boilermakers or caring for your land, we know you're all in all season long. And Case IH compact and utility tractors are all in too. Mowing, digging, hauling, our equipment designed to meet the needs of America's farm fields makes caring for your home field easier. Your Case IH dealer can show you how our equipment can make this season a winning one. Case IH, built by farmers.
It's Truck Month with the Ford Crew.
Care for a Truck Month trivia contest, Sam?
Ooh, you know I can't resist, Hank.
Okay, fact. Truck Month happens only once a year.
Fact, it's the best time to buy a new Ford truck.
Fact. Ford F-Series is the best-selling lineup of trucks in America for 49 years.
Fact, America loves Ford Truck Month.
Fact. I agree with that fact.
Based on 1977 to 2025 CY Industry reported total sales.
Boilermaker fans, you have the power to save lives. Did you know that just one organ donor can save 8 lives? And the need for life-saving organ donations is real. There are more than 100,000 people waiting right now. Here at Purdue, we believe in rising to the challenge, on the field, in the classroom, and in our communities. So why not rise to one more? Visit DonateLifeIndiana.org to sign up as an organ donor today. Let saying yes to organ donation be your next giant leap.
Whether you're flying to cheer for the Boilermakers at a game or flying for business, there's a smarter way to travel. United Airlines now deports daily from Purdue University Airport to Chicago O'Hare, connecting you to over 200 destinations worldwide. Skip the drive and stress of departing from a large airport and fly LAF from the new Amelia Earhart Terminal in West Lafayette with easy parking and quick check-in. Fly local, fly LAF. Learn more at purdue.edu/airport.
This is TKR, and you're listening to Purdue Basketball.
TKR has 16 points. So does Fletcher Lawyer. And Fletcher has 4 made threes. What does that mean, Purdue fans? It means good things are coming. In his career, when Fletcher's made 4 or more threes in a game, Purdue's 22-0. With Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, you've got a dedicated agent, not a complicated process. Find an agent today at infb.com. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Let's insurance together.
Yeah, the 4 made threes. That means game, set, match, my friend. This Purdue team is looking in great shape considering Fletch, and for his career against IU, 17 for 33 from long range.
Wow.
Lethal against the Hoosiers.
Long way to go. 17:41 remains, but Purdue has a 22-point lead at 54-32. Hoosiers the ball out of the timeout. Conaway over the timeline, right to left. Enright now plays the 2-guard. Enright has it on the right arc, dribbles inside of the arc, and then is cut off by Lawyer. Gives it up to DeVries, who dribbles and kicks to the left wing. Now it goes to Enright for a 3 in the left wing. Good. Connor Enright doesn't shoot a lot of threes. He's a 35% three-point shooter. That's his first made 3 of this game. Purdue leads 54-35.
A good one more pass there by Conaway. Just giving that to Enright. In rhythm, stepped into it.
Enright had the dagger triple in Bloomington late in the game back in January. From that same spot, left arc. Inside it goes to Trey Coughlin-Wren. Purdue on offense, 5 on a shot clock. Trey attacks DeVries, shoots and missed the shot, but he was fouled by DeVries. Second foul on Tucker DeVries, and 2 foul shots coming for Trey Coughlin-Wren.
Guarding TKR on the block is so difficult because Trey is very physical, so if you try to match that physicality, or if you don't match the physicality, he'll kind of overwhelm you like we saw earlier in this half. But then if you do match the physicality, it can become, you have a very strong chance then of picking up a foul, because then Trey, as he goes into a shooting motion, if you're being physical with him, there's a good chance you could pick up a foul there. Unfortunately, Trey does miss the first free throw.
Trey made his first 4 foul shots of this game, but now he's missed 3 in a row. Yeah, he's missed 4 in a row. So he made his first 4, missed his next 4. Rebounded by Conaway of Indiana. And it's 54-35. Purdue the lead. Indiana the ball. 16:40 remaining. Indiana right to left, wearing the crimson-colored red unis. Here on the road, Purdue's in black. For a 3 from the left arc. No. Rebounded off of the back of the rim by Purdue's Braden Smith. Second rebound of the game from Braden Smith, who has 5 assists, 13 points. Braden pocket pass to Trey Kaufman-Renn, diving in from the left baseline and dunking with 2 hands.
Empty side pick and roll, and then the pocket was open for Braden.
Alexis at the other end, floater short, taken off the front of the rim by the Boilermakers' Oscar Clough. Purdue leads 56-35, 16 minutes remaining. No look pass inside to Boilermakers' Trey Kaufman-Renn. He dribbles through some trouble, shoots against Alexis, and scores again. Another timeout for Indiana. Trey Kaufman-Renn is simply taking the game over. Purdue 58, Indiana 35 as we take a timeout. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Boilermaker fans, did you know that Flex Technology Group helps leading-edge companies get out of the office printer and copying business? We're a legendary company with legendary people and a legendary platform that will help your business improve document workflow and increase business efficiencies. To learn more, visit our website, flextg.com. That's FLEXTG.com.
Lafayette Limo, family-owned, women-owned, serving Greater Lafayette for over 33 years. Shuttles to and from Indianapolis and O'Hare airports 365 days a year. Make your reservations now at LafayetteLimo.com. Charters of all sizes anywhere in the continental USA. Lafayette Limo, proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics.
Just sit back and let us drive. There's no need to compromise. Your ride to relaxation, Lafayette Limo.
You've worked hard, and you've got what it takes. Purdue Global was built specifically for working adults, so earning a degree you can be proud of is achievable. If you want to start right away, you can. New terms start every month. If you want to go fast, you can. Some of our degrees offer an accelerated Excel track. If you want to go slow, you can. Our advisors can guide you. Whatever you're balancing, Purdue Global is invested in your success. Now is your chance to prove you've got what it takes. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
Boilermaker fans, keep your eyes on the court and on your vision. Evans & Taylor Eye Care Group and Neo Vision Optical are proud to be the official eye care provider of Purdue Athletics. Get advanced eye exams and vision testing at 15 Indiana locations, plus a wide selection of contacts, glasses, and sunglasses. Evans & Taylor Eye Care Group and Neo Vision Optical will help you see every game clearly. Visit eteyecare.com to schedule your appointment today. Evans & Taylor Eye Care Group and Neo Vision Optical, where Boilermakers go for better vision.
Purdue 58, Indiana 35, 15:53 remaining in the game. From jerseys to hats and more fan favorites, find everything you need to gear up for game day at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. One thing that Purdue has been really good at as of late, getting to the foul line. That was not the story early in the season. Purdue in this game already 17 foul shot attempts. If you look at the last 5 games, Purdue has gotten to the foul line at least 20 times per game. And with a specific finger pointed at Trey Kaufman-Renn, that's something we were a bit concerned about earlier in the year, Bob. You remember you mentioned it a few times. Trey needs to get to the foul line way more often. You said it early in the year. We're not saying it so much now.
You're right. His free throw rate certainly feels like it's been steadily increasing as the season's been going along. But that's just so important. He's such a elite scorer and such an important piece of this team. And one of his biggest skills is drawing contact and getting to the basket. But some of it's circumstantial. A lot of teams early in the season said, we're not going to let Trey Kaufman-Renn beat us. And so they were throwing multiple bodies at him the moment he touched the ball. Right. And Trey did the right thing. He's not going to force a bad shot through 2 people through a double team. He was getting the ball out of his hands, facilitating. You know, it's a lot tougher to get fouled if you're getting double teamed at all times. So it feels like here as of late, teams have been playing him a little bit more one-on-one.
He has 20 points tonight, which that's his 3rd 20-point game of the year. 2 of them have come against Indiana. As we're back to action and Purdue reaches and fouls, DeVries was dribbling right at the foul line, trying to get himself open for a 15-footer, and Fletcher Lawyer reached in and fouled. First foul of the game on Fletcher Lawyer. Indiana the ball, baseline left. Last year, Trey had 19 20-point games. Here's DeVries high out on that left arc with Trey Kaufman-Renn guarding him. Chest pass to the high right arc where Conaway catches it. He pass fakes to the right, dribbles to the left. And he lost it trying to get himself downhill, and he lost it out of bounds, baseline left. 9th turnover on Indiana.
IU coming in here, it's going to be tough to win if you're turning the ball over more than the Boilers and making less threes. That was their recipe in Assembly Hall. Less turnovers, more threes. It's been the opposite here today.
15-15 remains. C.J. Cox is on the left wing. Throws it to the left block extended where it's caught by Kaufman-Renn. Here comes the double team. So Purdue passes out of it. Cox a three in the right arc. No. Weak side rebound. Trey Kaufman-Renn. Back to Cox at the rim. Who lays it in from the right side. What an over-the-head no-look pass from Trey Kaufman-Renn.
That was silky right there. TKR eyes in the back of his head. Finds the cutting Cox to the rim.
Purdue's leading 60-35. In right to Conaway. Left side, Wilkerson. Guarded by Cox. Trying to back him down at the left block. Spinning, falling away, and scoring. Tough shot, Lamar Wilkerson. That's his first made field goal of the game. He averages 21 a contest.
That was a good job getting to his spot and just rising up over the top of Cox. He has really not got involved much in this game.
Here's Fletcher Lawyer, right elbow, stops, dribbles out of some trouble, gives to Oscar Clough, who scores with a bank shot, left hand, left side.
I love Oscar's ability to score over either shoulder with equal confidence, and right there, just as soon as he catches it, drop steps and goes with the left hand.
Conaway dribbles in right under the bucket, kicks it out to Breeze. He'll shoot a three after dribbling once, misses. Rebounded Oscar Clough of the Boilermakers. Clough has 8 rebounds already to go with 4 points. Here's Braden Smith, left block. Kick it right corner to Cox. Cox fakes the three, dribbles inside, gives it to Clough. Swinging around the horn to the left wing, caught by Braden Smith with a shot clock at 14. And now good defense by DeVries. Knocks the ball out of bounds. Far sideline. Stoppage of play. That gets Jack Benter into the game for Purdue and Josiah Miles into the game for Indiana. Also here comes Jakari Harris entering for the Boilermakers. 13:36 to go in the game. Purdue leading 62-37. And for the first time tonight, Indiana will play Trent Sisley. He's the only Indiana native in the rotation for the Hoosiers. The freshman from Santa Claus, Indiana. Here's a dunk. Clough from the right side of the bucket. 6 points for Clough. In right. Kicks in the right corner to Sisley. Sisley dribbles right elbow, turned it over. A steal for Braden Smith. A run out. Jakari Harris takes it from Braden and lays it into the basket. And this game is now officially a rout.
Wow, Sisley comes in the game and just immediately miscommunication, turnover, and Purdue's off and running.
Wilkerson, a deep three, good. That'll silence the Boilermakers for a moment. Purdue 66, Indiana 40. Still 13 minutes remaining. I was about to say Sisley played high school ball at Heritage Hills High School, but finished up at Montverde. He did not play his senior year at Heritage Hills, or he probably would have been Mr. Basketball in the state of Indiana. Braden Smith coming downhill. Left side of the paint, missed a left-handed layup. Contested there by Reed Bailey. Rebounded by Miles. Here come the Hoosiers on the run. 12:25 remaining. Purdue up 66-40. Wilkerson shooting right elbow, scoring again. Now Wilkerson's starting to heat up here in the second half. He has 7 second half points, 9 for the game. 12-12 to play.
I fear too little too late for the Hoosiers, but he's got to be more assertive, certainly.
And a foul on Sisley. Top of the key, guarding Jack Benter too closely. A couple of Southern Indiana kids going head-to-head here. Daniel Jacobson into the game, replacing Oscar Clough. How about Clough? 6 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, and a block shot.
Really solid overall game from Oscar Clough. He set the tone early in this game. It seemed like he was gobbling up every rebound early, had 3 rebounds in those first couple minutes. And it just played, some really solid overall performance stuff in the stat sheet.
Braden Smith in the front court, left to right, wearing his bronze-colored sneakers. Trying to put the offense into motion, coming downhill all the way to the bucket. He just blew past Miles and laid it in with the right hand.
Oh, what a straight line drive there, and that's what the additional floor spacing had happened there with Jack Benner on the floor.
15 points in a game for Braden, who also has 7 assists and 2 rebounds. 11:30 to play. Purdue 68, Indiana 42. Wilkerson, a deep 3 off the bounce. Wow, left wing. Boy, Wilkerson, when he heats up, he heats up. Wow.
He is a serious microwave kind of scorer, and that basket's looking awful big for him at this moment.
And that was not an easy shot off the dribble. Braden Smith coming downhill again. High layup, no good. Daniel Jacobson rebounds and got hammered as he tried to put it back into the basket. 2 free throws coming for Jacobson when we return to Mackey Arena. 11:08 remains. Purdue leads 68-45. The 2025 Purdue basketball season is presented by Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Let's take a break. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Franciscan Health is proud to be the official medical provider for Purdue athletics. Does a sudden sports injury have you on the bench? We can assist. Franciscan Health sports medicine specialists have mastered a team approach to sports injuries. You'll have access to a network of orthopedic professionals, rehabilitation services, and highly advanced technologies and treatments to get you back out on the field. To learn more, visit franciscanhealth.org/sportsmedicine.
Keystone Cooperative is centered on delivering the farmer-owned cooperative of the future, starting today. Centered on the valued relationships that have built and grown the cooperative for 100 years, Keystone specializes in refined fuels, seriously local propane, agronomy, grain, animal nutrition, and swine production. We strive to lead, serve, grow, and embrace our cooperative advantage. Keystone Cooperative, centered on you and proud to fuel the Boilermakers.
At Electric Plus, our mission is simple: to be the best electrical contractor in Indiana. From new construction to modernization, commercial, industrial, and service repair, we lead the way with quality and innovation. We're proud to be locally owned and 100% employee-owned through our ESOP, giving every team member a personal stake in delivering exceptional service. With offices in Lafayette, Avon, Kokomo, and Bloomington, we serve our communities with pride, offering 24/7 emergency coverage when it matters most. Visit electricplus.com to learn more. And always, boiler up.
Attention fans, do you want a chance to win tickets to see the Boilermakers take on the Michigan State Spartans on February 26th? Winner gets 2 tickets, hospitality passes, VIP parking, and a signed basketball. All you have to do is register at purduesports.com/basketballvip and register by February 17th for a chance to win this amazing opportunity, brought to you by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and Purdue Athletics.
This is CJ Cox, and you're listening to Purdue Basketball.
Braden Smith is 7 assists away from 1,000. More importantly, his team is leading 68-45 over Indiana with 11:08 to go. Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What do your home and auto have in common? They're yours, and Progressive protects them both. Bundled today at progressive.com. Rob Blackman with Bobby Riddell. Our on-site audio engineer is Wes Scott. Brett Otto in studio audio engineer. Boilermakers led by 17 at the half, and then they just blitzed Indiana right out of the gate to start half number 2 to push the lead out to 23. When we resume action, it will be a 2 foul shot opportunity for Boilermaker Daniel Jacobson, the 7'4" redshirt freshman from Chicago, who played for USA Basketball in the FIBA games each of the last 2 summers, winning 2 gold medals. The future is bright with this guy. He just needs a little seasoning, as most big guys typically do.
Yeah, development for big guys usually a little slower than the guards, and I think Daniel's done a really solid job as a whole this year. He's gotten better as the season's gone along. I think, like you said, the future is extremely bright. Certainly later in his career when he's an upperclassman, after he's had more seasoning, more time in the weight room, as he unfortunately missed that first free throw. I think we're going to really see him flourish as an upperclassman, especially with more opportunity, too, at that time.
He made the second one. 65% foul shooter is Daniel. He splits the foul shots there. Purdue 69, Indiana 45 with 11 minutes remaining. Indiana right to left here. Their point guard in right, running the show, dribbling left wing. Now they get a back cut, and Wilkerson, a left-handed layup left side of the bucket. Nice play coming out of the timeout for Indiana. Gets Wilkerson a wide open layup at 69-47.
That play design right there was high level. That was really well done, getting DeVries on the left wing and then just dropping the back cut to Wilkerson.
A three from Meyer, right wing, triple time. Homer Meyer, his first made three of the game.
Continues to shoot the three ball extremely well during Big Ten Conference action. He made some really big-time plays in the first half of that Michigan game.
42% from three in Big Ten play is Homer Meyer. Wilkerson catch and shoot three. Air ball, left wing. Picked up off the floor by Jakari Harris of the Boilermakers. Quickly ahead to Braden Smith, who races it up the right sideline. Kicks it left corner. Meyer a three from there. It is good. He got a friendly bounce. Did Homer Meyer. Back-to-back triples for the freshman from Israel. Purdue leads 75-47. Reed Bailey for Indiana. Toes on the right arc. Handing to Wilkerson. Now to DeVries. He's perimeter left. Jack Benter guarding him. Left side, Bailey. Bailey wants to attack. Jacobson shoots and scores. Bailey went right at Jacobson. That's a senior going at a redshirt freshman. Pretty good game today from Reed Bailey. 10 points for him. Purdue's up 75-49.
Bailey, the smaller player, just using the quickness advantage there to get the separation.
Homer Meyer going to shoot another three. Nope, faked it. Now it goes inside to Jacobson. He goes right back at Bailey, and he got fouled. Got knocked to the ground, did Jacobson. You can see Daniel there wanted to return the favor and go right back at Bailey. He did. Foul is the third on Reed Bailey. It'll be Purdue ball out of bounds, baseline right, as that's team foul number 4 on Indiana.
Yeah, I think Daniel was definitely hyped up once he got that touch to try to score right back.
And now an illegal screen on Jack Benter on the inbound play. Purdue turnover, their 5th. That's only the 5th turnover of the game on Purdue. 9:15 to play.
Trying to run, looked like a double stagger for a shooter coming off ball side, and Jack Benter just caught moving a little bit there, trying to set that first screen.
In right, dribbling to the right arc with the right hand. Now gives it up to the man standing behind him. That is Tatum Connerway. Back to in right, dribbles underneath the bucket, kicks it out left wing into the hands of Wilkerson. They'll lob it up for Bailey, and a tip away at the last minute by Meyer, but they're going to call a foul. Oh, Matt Painter is apoplectic. He thought that Meyer jumped in the air and blocked that pass at the rim cleanly, but the official saw it differently.
Well, what's frustrating, it's kind of like pass interference when they call in football when the pass is so bad, but they still call it. That felt like that was an uncatchable situation.
And what a defensive play by Homer to jump to the rim and tip it to begin with. Wilkerson scores, driving to the right elbow and stepping inside by a step, knocking in the basket. Shot it with his right hand to make it Purdue 75, Indiana 51, 8:30 to go in the game. Braden Smith, guarded by DeVries, to Benter, catch and shoot three, right wing. It is short, rebound at Jacobson. He'll go right back to the bucket. He'll get fouled as he went at Reed Bailey. Matt Painter is punching his fist in the air, yelling encouragement to Daniel Jacobson. He loves the aggressiveness he's seeing from Jacobson.
Daniel has had a couple really nice offensive rebounds here in the last couple minutes. The first one got fouled after grabbing a board when Braden Smith missed a driving layup. This time, crashing hard on a Jack Benter missed three. A lot of those threes will go weak side when they miss. Daniel misses this first free throw. But in this case, it actually was a short miss and came off short, and that worked in Daniel's favor as he was charging it from the right wing.
Jacobson had a 24-point game earlier this year against Eastern Illinois. It's his 120-point game he's had this year, but he's been consistent, right around 7 points a game. Team leader in block shots at 42. And now he's going to try to knock in one more foul shot to give him 2 points in this game. 8:21 to play. Purdue 75, Indiana 51. 3 dribbles for Daniel. Wearing number 12 on the uniform, made the second foul shot. And Purdue's up 76-51.
I did like that play they ran for Jack Better to get the 3. It was reminiscent of those kind of plays they'd run for Mason Gillis at times when he was at the power forward spot to get looks from downtown.
Conaway to Wilkerson. Deep right wing. Wilkerson steps back, shoots the 3, air ball. Wilkerson has 2 air balls in this half. And that time Jacobson stepped in his line of sight right before he shot it. I think that intimidated him just a smidge.
It was definitely a good contest. Wilkerson was definitely itching to get that shot off when he had the mismatch on the taller Jacobson.
Less than 8 minutes to go. Jacobson a catch, right elbow extended, dribble handoff to Lawyer. Lawyer's coming downhill, stopping, leaning, shooting, and he was fouled by Connor Enright. 4th foul on Enright. Timeout on the floor. Fletcher Lawyer will be at the foul line when we come back to Mackey. Purdue 76, Indiana 51. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
If you're a true Boilermakers fan, then you know the real season starts before the first game. Same goes for your home field. No matter how you're planning on managing your acreage, Case IH can help you hit the ground running. Mowing, digging, hauling, and more, our machines are built to handle whatever your land demands. Talk to your local Case IH dealer or go to caseih.com/Boilermakers to win big at home, season after successful season.
Boilermaker fans, keep your eyes on the court and on your vision. Evans & Taylor Eye Care Group and Neo Vision Optical are proud to be the official eye care provider of Purdue Athletics. Get advanced eye exams and vision testing at 15 Indiana locations, plus a wide selection of contacts, glasses, and sunglasses. Evans & Taylor Eye Care Group and Neo Vision Optical will help you see every game clearly. Visit eteyecare.com to schedule your appointment today. Evans & Taylor Eye Care Group and Neo Vision Optical, where Boilermakers go for better vision.
When you tell someone what team you cheer for, do they apologize? Does your first childhood memory involve crying on a Jumbotron? Then you may be a fan of a BST or bad sports team. Luckily, when you bundle your home and auto insurance with Progressive, you're protected from things like fire damage caused by violently unplugging the TV. Or an accidental overhand left to the drywall. Visit Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Covered subject to policy terms. Not available in all states or situations.
The Tom Wood Auto Group has been family owned and operated since 1967, proudly serving Indiana drivers for generations. With over a dozen brands and thousands of vehicles in stock, you'll find the right car, truck, or SUV for your next adventure, all backed by a name you can trust. Wherever you visit us, you'll find the same commitment to quality, integrity, and exceptional service. Visit TomWood.com for any of our convenient locations today. It's all good at Tom Wood.
Correction from me, fans. That last foul as we went to the commercial timeout on Connor Enright, the starting point guard for Indiana, was his 5th. So he has fouled out of the game. Enright fouls out with 3 points. Purdue Athletics would like to thank and recognize members of the Black and Gold Club who support Purdue Athletics through their sponsorship at the highest level. Black and Gold Club members include Beck's Hybrids, BW Fusion, Indiana Packers Corporation, Purdue Global, Purdue Federal Credit Union, Riley Children's Health, Wabash, and State Farm Insurance, each great partners of Purdue Athletics. Interesting, Connor Enright, that's the 6th game tonight. 6th game this year he's fouled out of. Doesn't that seem like a high number?
Hey, stop hacking, dude.
For a point guard, it's fouled out of 6 games this year? What?
He's kind of a, Coach Thompson, he said it in the pregame show.
Interview,
he's an antagonist. He's definitely, he's scrappy, he's feisty, he's all those sorts of things. Tries to get under your skin. He's reminiscent of those types of players like a Brad Davidson, an Aaron Kraft. Those guys that, are definitely, trying to make life difficult for you as a defensive player. And that oftentimes is fouling a lot.
Fletcher Lawyer, 88% foul shooter. Calmly steps to the line, makes the first, and makes the second. 18 points in the game for Fletcher Lawyer, and Purdue pushes the lead to 78-51. Indiana the ball right to left. Conaway, a reverse layup and fouled by Jacobson. Wow, right to left with his right hand. Degree of difficulty there for Conaway at 9.9. And a layup and an and one opportunity for Conaway, who's a 73% foul shooter.
What a finish by Conaway right there.
How did he bang that in there?
He dipsy-doos and then finishes with his right hand with his back facing the baseline.
But he missed the foul shot, and Trey Kaufman-Wren grabs the rebound one-handed with his right hand. 5 rebounds for Trey to go with 20 points, 3 assists. 7:20 remaining with the clock ticking. Purdue trying to improve to 22-5. Here's Trey Kaufman-Wren, right baseline. Double team, spins away from it. Kicks it in the far left corner to Omer Meyer. Meyer, a step back 3 from there. Wow! How did he make that triple falling backwards?
Wow, that was insane. High degree of difficulty from Omer Meyer. He kind of just slingshotted it, going to his right with the step back.
With a defender hanging all over him. Conaway will drive. He throws it way out high to Wilkerson, left wing, guarded by Meyer. Back to Conaway, driving to the rim. Gives it up at the last second to Alexis. Left block with a shot clock at 5. Alexis attacking, Kaufman-Wren shooting and missing. And another rebound for Trey Kaufman-Wren. 6:30 to play. Purdue 81, Indiana 53. Omer Meyer, what a night for him. 13 points. Just one off of his career high. He had 14 earlier this year against Akron. Jakari Harris, he dribbles to the right elbow and had it tipped away from him, but Conaway's called for a foul on the tip out. Team foul number 7. This will be a 1-and-1 for Jakari Harris. Jakari has 5 points in the game. Jakari's an 86% foul shooter. Jakari wears a black t-shirt underneath the black uniform. The son of Boilermaker great Glenn Robinson.
He was looking like his dad the other day.
That dunk at Iowa.
Ooh.
Free throw, good. Purdue 82, Indiana 53. I had a good feeling about Purdue tonight. Coming into this one, I did not anticipate a 30-point lead. Oh, it'll be stay at 29. I jinxed Jakari. My fault, Jakari. And now a foul in the backcourt on Daniel Jacobson. Unneeded. Team foul number 6. I mean, did you see a 30-point? Well, again, to be fair, 29-point Purdue thrashing coming tonight? I did not. I thought Purdue would be the better team, but wow.
I did not think the margin would be quite to that extent.
6 minutes to play. Wilkerson lobbing to the rim. Alexis caught it but missed the layup. And Jacobson rebounds. Running in transition. Here come the Boilermakers. Jakari Harris's 3 from the right corner blocked. Now kicked out to Meyer, and he makes another triple time. All Darren DeVries can do is shake his head. Omer Meyer, have yourself a night. Purdue's up 85-53.
Omer is in the zone here in front of the home faithful.
A career high 16 points for Omer Meyer. This 3 in the right corner missed by Dorn and rebounded by Omer Meyer.
Does he go a heat check here?
Why not? There he goes, 18 feet straight away. Yes, sir. Omer Meyer cannot miss. Timeout, Indiana. Purdue leads 87-53. You know, Omer Meyer is the all-time leading scorer in the history of Israeli youth national basketball. I see why.
You're saying that guy wakes up and knows how to score the basketball. he looks like it here tonight. He is extremely comfortable in the zone. I got to say, that stretch he had against Michigan where he subbed in, and Purdue's down 12, and Purdue's on the ropes. Braden Smith's out of the game. Braden's struggling. Michigan's got Purdue on the ropes. They're in the midst of that big run. Braden and Omer Meyer scores 8 points kind of in that stretch, but 5 really huge ones there where Purdue was teetering and not being afraid of the moment and having the onus to kind of say, hey guys, I'm going to step up here and get a couple big buckets when we need it most. That impressed me, and he's carried that positive momentum over here tonight because this dude is just showing off and showing out here this evening.
Yeah, I do think a lot of Purdue fans will quickly forget about how good Omer was in that stretch because Purdue ended up getting blown out by Michigan by all intents and purposes. But you're right. Omer in that short stretch did at least study the ship for Purdue. Now, he's taken a game over against Indiana. 18 points, Omer Meyer. A career high for Omer. He's made 4 three-point shots in the game. And something that was really cool to see, the first guy to greet him off the bench at the timeout was Braden Smith.
Oh, Braden was loving it. And Purdue right now, points per possession, 1.642.
Whoa.
Chris Foreman said that would be by far the best in school history if it maintains.
Carnaway drove, lost the ball off his fingertips, but it ended up being the perfect pass to Alexis, who dunked it in.
The perfect alley-oop pass.
The ball squirts off of his hands, and it's the perfect pass. Purdue up 87-55. Alexis knocks it away left wing from Jacobson, but he gets it back. Purdue swings it right wing to Cox. Jacobson's at the top of the key. Fans want him to shoot a 3. He'll give to Omer Meyer. Now to Benter, who will shoot a straightaway 3. In and out, no good for Benter. Rebounded Alexis for Indiana. Benter just 26% from 3 in Big Ten competition. Had a clean look there. Conaway layup good coming in from the left side, scoring with a right-handed layup. Conaway 10 points. He averages 10 a game. Purdue leads 87-57.
Well, you love what Omer's doing, right? He makes the perfect pass there to Jack Benter for the open look. Didn't force it.
Lob to Jacobson from Omer Meyer, and Jacobson catches and banks it in from the right block.
Speaking of perfect passes from Omer Meyer, once again, reading the defense to perfection there. Jacobson rolling down the heart of the lane, unattended, and Meyer just softly floats that pass perfectly where Daniel can catch and finish all in one motion.
3:45 remaining in the game. Purdue leads by 32 points. DeVries fouled as he drove near the bucket by Jakari Harris. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Boilermaker basketball from Learfield. Timeout on the floor. Boilermakers 89, Indiana 57 with 3:34 to go. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Hi, it's Matt Painter, men's basketball coach at Purdue University. I'm proud to be a graduate of the College of Liberal Arts, which continues to innovate with programs like Cornerstone, Degree in 3, and Degree Plus. What I learned in my classes serves me every day. The College of Liberal Arts prepares all Purdue students to think broadly and lead boldly. Values that mean a lot to me. I'm grateful for the education I received in the College of Liberal Arts. I encourage you to check out the College of Liberal Arts at Purdue to see where your degree can take you.
Whether you're flying to cheer for the Boilermakers at a game or flying for business, there's a smarter way to travel. United Airlines now deports daily from Purdue University Airport to Chicago O'Hare, connecting you to over 200 destinations worldwide. Skip the drive and stress of departing from a large airport and fly LAF from the new Amelia Earhart Terminal in West Lafayette with easy parking and quick check-in. Fly local, fly LAF. Learn more at purdue.edu/airport.
Boiler up, farmers! As Purdue dominates the court this year, BW Fusion is helping Indiana farmers dominate their fields. We're farmer first, delivering crop nutrition products and data designed for one thing: doing more with less. Less in, more out. That's not just a tagline, it's how we farm now. So whether you're at Mackey or in the Combine, team up with BW Fusion and start growing smarter. Visit bwfusion.com to learn more.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. And now, during our President's Day sale, take 50% off our limited edition bed. Plus, free home delivery with any bed and base. Ends Monday. Only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com.
The former governor and the former president of Purdue University, Mitch Daniels, in attendance. Purdue 89, Indiana 57 with 3:34 to go. Purdue has subbed in Liam Murphy, the sixth-year senior from Staten Island, New York, who was playing at North Florida last year with Josiah Miles from Indiana. Miles is on the bench for the moment. We should put Miles in the game, then he and Liam can guard one another. How about the stat line for Trey Kaufman-Renn tonight? 20 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 0 turnovers, and plus 33 on the plus-minus chart.
Oh, yeah, I would say he was pretty impactful here this evening.
3:33 to go. Driving, shooting, Wilkerson fouled by Liam Murphy or Jack Benter. It'll be Murphy. Murphy guarding out on the left arc, and Wilkerson immediately drove him to the bucket.
Rob, I think Jack fouled Liam from behind more than his own teammate.
I think you might be right.
Liam actually fouled Wilkerson. But
Wilkerson 16 points, 14 of them coming in the second half. First free throw good. Wilkerson had 19 against Purdue in the first game on 18 shots. He did not have his first field goal of this game until early in the second half, and he makes both foul shots, so he has 18 here. 3:27 to go. Purdue 89, Indiana 59. Omer Meyer. Dribble handoff, Liam Murphy. Perimeter left chest pass, Benter. Benter to Jacobson, now to Meyer. In the right corner to Murphy. Murphy wanted to pull the trigger but had it tipped away right near the Purdue bench area. Good hands there reaching in cleanly. Tucker DeVries to knock it out of bounds. 13 on the shot clock for Purdue. 3:12 on a game clock. Benter the inbounder to Meyer. Standing near the Purdue P, the logo at midcourt, that motion P. There he comes to the left elbow. Out to Benter. Benter's going to drive, going to have to shoot. One on the shot clock. Jack, get it up. Didn't get it up in time. Benter was trying to spin into a shot and did not get it up in time. That will be just Purdue's 6th turnover of the game.
Purdue has been rock solid taking care of the ball this year. They're top 10 in the country in fewest turnovers, 9th right now, and today's performance is going to help that number even more.
Purdue's been even better in the Big Ten games. Only 8 turnovers per game in Big Ten games. DeVries with Meyer guarding him at the foul line. Coming in with a left-handed dribble, stopping on the left block, giving to Alexis, shot blocked, but a foul on Jacobson. Jacobson thought he had him clean. Officials disagree. Alexis will go to the foul line where he's an 80% foul shooter.
It was pretty good interior passing there by Indiana. Jacobson was caught in between a little bit on that situation there where DeVries gets past Omer Meyer and then is right at the rim, and so Jacobson had to leave Alexis to make sure DeVries didn't finish, and then DeVries made a nice dump-off pass to Alexis.
Alexis spinning the ball, shooting, missing off the front end. He made 1 of 2 with Jakari Harris rebounding for the Boilermakers. 2.5 to go. Purdue will improve to 22-5. Purdue will move to 12-4 in the Big Ten. Keep themselves in a tie for 3rd place in the standings. Illegal screen, Daniel Jacobson. Now the turnovers are starting to mount a little bit. 7 turnovers for the Boilermakers on the illegal screen. Conaway dribbles it over the timeline right to left. We're down to 2:20 remaining. Conaway, left elbow to DeVries, faking a 3, dribbling to the right elbow, kicking left corner. catch for Wilkerson. He wants to drive to the bucket, shoot a right-handed hook, and does, scoring at the rim over Daniel Jacobson.
He's certainly had some highlight reel moments today, but just clearly not enough for the Hoosiers.
Jacobson looked like he's going to shoot a three, top of the key, decided against it. Now gives to Jakari Harris. Harris driving down the left side of the bucket, shooting shot blocked from behind by Alexis. That puts Conaway in a run out down the right sideline, and he turned it over. Conaway lost the ball, muffed it, if you will, coming down the right sideline. He fell out of bounds, came back inbounds to get the ball, and when he did, it's a turnover. And with 1:40 remaining, Matt Painter will go deep to the bench. He'll bring in Aaron Fine, the walk-on redshirt freshman from Noblesville. He'll bring in Jack Lusk, the walk-on junior from Nebraska, and Jace Rail, the walk-on junior from Kokomo. Purdue leads 89-62.
About the ovation there for Omer Meyer subbing out of the game. The fans, I think, truly enjoyed his performance here tonight.
Aaron Fine tipped away from him by Conaway, then out of bounds, last touch by Indiana. Conaway really heating up the ball. Now deep to his bench will go Coach DeVries as well, bringing in Alexa Ristic, who's a freshman from Serbia. This is only the 10th game he's played all year. Ristic, 6'3", and also back into the game, Trent Sicily. Here's Aaron Fine off a screen from Murphy near the top of the key. Fine picks up the dribble, bounces it inside to Jacobson, spins, shoots, and scores with a right hand over Alexis. 6 points for Daniel Jacobson. Purdue leads 91-62.
When Daniel gets that deep post position, you're in trouble if you can let him get to his jump hook with the right hand.
Conaway into the right corner where Miles has it. Now up high to Sicily. He dribbles in, leaves for Alexis, and Alexis fouled at the rim by Jacobson. Well, if that's 5 fouls on Jacobson, Purdue's going to have to sub back in a regular. Who's it going to be? Who's going to play for Jacobson? Purdue got to take Jacobson out. He's fouled out with 5. Omer Meyer, sure, why not? He deserves a curtain call. Omer Meyer will sub in for Jacobson. So right now, the tallest guy on the floor for Purdue is Liam Murphy at 6'8". I guess Liam will play center. And the foul shot missed by Alexis.
I swear I just saw Omer Meyer tell Jace Rail he's playing the 5.
Oh, my God.
The center position. Oh, that's good theater right there.
Only 58 seconds left, and he missed them both. He missed them both, and Murphy rebounds for Purdue. Free chicken for the home fans, and a victory against your rival to boot. Murphy a 3 in the left corner. It is short. Rebounded Alexis. Liam has made 7 threes this year as a Boilermaker. Didn't get that one to go, and now Aaron Fine fouls Tatum Conaway with 37 seconds to go in a game. That's double bonus time, by the way. Double bonus for Indiana. Purdue leads 91-62. When Purdue gets to 90 points, the last 133 times they've done that, Purdue's 133-0. That will include tonight. Conaway with 10 points, now make it 11. The 6th-year senior from Burleson, Texas. Played 3 years of junior college basketball before transferring to Troy. He played the last 2 years at Troy. Now he plays at Indiana. Free throw good. Conaway. 37 on the game clock, 30 on the shot clock for Purdue here. Purdue leading 91-64. Aaron Fine coming downhill, challenging Bailey. Made a left-handed layup. Way to go, Finer.
Aaron Fine, the aggressive attack, showing off the burst, getting downhill.
93-64 Purdue. Ristic kicks it way out to the left wing to Miles. He'll shoot a 3. He'll miss it. Rebounded Liam Murphy. And this game will go final. Purdue 93. Indiana 64. The modest one-game losing streak for the Boilermakers is over. Purdue improves to 22-5, 12-4 in the Big Ten. Indiana falls to 17-10 and 8-8 in Big Ten competition. Stay tuned. Our first Merchants postgame show is coming up. We'll talk to Coach Painter. I'll give you the final stats, and we'll look ahead to the next game on the schedule. The final tonight is Purdue 93, Indiana 64. This is Boilermaker basketball with the first Merchants postgame show coming up next on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey, Boilermaker fans, it's college basketball season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Alley Oops. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Purdue basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place